And there we go. What's up, Brennan Banks with a $5 super chat right off the bat, man. Thanks. Oh man, that is awesome to do. I appreciate that. Man, hey, let me back the cam up here. Wow. Okay, it was like right up in y'all's living room here. So, mm. What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing? Man, it's good to see you. I'm good, Zach. I hope you're doing well. Let me get some shout outs really quick here, and then we're going to break down into it. I want to get going as fast as I possibly can. Obviously, you can see that we're already at 42.59, and I'm already looking at 43, which is absolutely insane. So let's get it. What's up, Kenneth? How are you? OGC Gaming Ace, my respectable. What would I call you? I forget what I call you, man. The respectable. Shoot, you had to let me know what I called you yesterday. Sorry about that. What's up, JP, man? It's been a while, so good to see you come back in. Hope you're doing well, buddy. And a couple of our new sponsors there. Patrick, what is up? How are you? Lord Hellwolf, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. And welcome to the live stream, man. Hope you enjoy it. And if you don't, it's okay. But yeah, man, appreciate it. Good to see you. And Blue Type, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Raul and Christopher, what's up? AMS Glitching, how are you guys? Brennan Banks, thank you, man, again for your $5 super chat. Appreciate that. Raul Awida, bro, was just watching. Well, I appreciate that, man. Hope things are doing well with you. Hope things are going well. And then who else we got? Killer Node, what's up, man? How are you? And let's see who else we got here. Blue Top William, hey, what's up, man? Yeah, my day is going good there. Ryan, what's up? Boss Boy Collins, how are you? Optimal Gaming, what's going on? Smashing Fall, Ryan T, Ryan Blue Hype, YTG. How are you, man? Hope you're doing well. Zach, oops. Let me go back up there. There it is. Chris, what's up, man? Well, thanks. Appreciate that, JP. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, man. Just totally out of nowhere. That's what makes moments like this really good. I wasn't expecting it, but it just, boom, it just happened. Gold Rush was like, hey, here, let's drop this literally this gold nugget right in your lap. It's been fun. It's been great ever since. So, yeah, people rolling in. It is, man. This is absolutely fantastic. So, hey, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. All right, so Chris, he's ready to get started. Who else got? Brennan there. There you go, man. Matt D, what's up? Digging tonight? Yes, sir. We always digging. And Isaiah Johnson, hey, what's up? And NH3036 and MG Backyarders, what's up? Joe May, Defo Gid, hey, what's up? Do you have Instagram? I do not. All right. So just a little setup here before we go. I'm working on donation. We've been out with the family and went to see my family today. We literally went out and did everything. So I wanted to set. We've got some new sponsor emotes, but we've got some new ones. Nick T's kind of been working on arranging those to get them better to where everyone can read them in chat. They look good when they're just regular. But hopefully, we'll be able to get those loaded in probably by tomorrow night's stream. So just to let you know, those will only be there. I just didn't have time today. I literally came in on 2 wheels, and I was like, dadgummit, I got to stream tonight. So hopefully everything else will go off the hitch. We kind of got just a little bit of setup done last night. I got some things set up, so I can't wait to show you what we've done here at Rivertown. It's really awesome. I'm really looking for that rock truck. Really looking for that. What's up, Dev? How are you, man? Oh, and it's a girl. Well, congratulations there, JP. So that is awesome. That's awesome, man. Well, I've got 2, and yeah, man, just get the heartstrings ready, bro, because they're going to tug awful hard on, man. What's up, Def? How are you, man? Killer Nodes, say my name. Well, what's up, man? Everyone get shout-outs here, man. Just be here. Be a part of what's going on. One of our, you can't really see it too well because it's small. We're going to change the text around, but it's plug in to FTG. I'll say, just plug in, man. Plug in the chat. Plug in all the great guys here. Moderators are fantastic, so thank you guys for what you do. Sponsors, always big thumbs up to you. Let's get it. Let's go ahead and let's continue on. Let's go. All right, so we'll continue once it loads in. There we go. And let me go ahead and make her full screen. So the only thing that really I've got covered up here is the day. So we are currently at day 50. Someone had kind of, didn't really like the fact I had the overlay coming down. So I'm just going to try to, I may work with that and see if I can squeeze it a little bit to where everything fits. But just to let you know, that's what we're day 50 is what we're on so far. So I'll tell you, 50 days on this one profile. It's pretty. For me, that's impressive. 50 game days, but yeah. All right, let's see. All right, well, Well. We might have to restart on this. I don't know. See if I can. Where's this? Let me see. I got my controller just all of a sudden stopped working, which is kind of weird. Hey, Lord. All right, man. Well, thank you for your buck. Appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, I might have to restart. Sometimes this has to happen. Zachary Barber, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Coming in, arriving right on time. So sometimes, and I'm gonna replug this in here and see what happens. Yeah, looks like. All right, yeah. So it looks like it's not going to do that. All right, so let me do this. Let me just go back to this. This is one of those things, man. You know, when you come in like this on the seat of your pants. Let's go back to our cam with game here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save where I'm at, and then we're going to reload back into it, make sure the, for whatever reason, looks like the controller's not working. I don't know why. It was working, so let's go ahead and save that where it's at. And we'll go ahead and we'll go back to the main menu. Let's see if this will work first. So, you know, one of those things. Hey, Hunter, what's up, man? Jacob Greer, how are you, man? Yes, congrats there. Blue throwing it up there to JP. Isaac Thomas, what's up? How do you become a sponsor? Well, Brennan, you got to do that on a PC, Mac, anywhere you can get the full deal. And there's a green sponsor button. If you're on mobile, if you're on any of that stuff, it will not. As far as I know, it won't work. So, well, thank you there, Zach. Appreciate it. Yeah. Hi, Jacob. How are you? 50-day hype. There you go, Ryan. Yeah, there you go. Make a great back glass sticker. All right, there we go. So there's our controller again. So, okay, anytime. I had one of my buddies came in and he shot me a text. He was like, "Hey man, I've been watching your stuff," and he was like, "I was trying to hook this up and it wouldn't work, and something or another." Basically, something wasn't allowing, the electrical cord wasn't going into the back of the trommel. I told him, save your game and reload it and load back up. So if you got controller problems, if you're trying to do something and it just is not working, try to go back and do that, and I think you'll pretty much fix your issues. So I'll try to do as much as I can keeping up with chat, as long as, you know, that stuff sometimes can get pretty doggone busy. But if you ask, well, thanks, Killer. We could do without the words, but thank you. I will take that as a compliment. Appreciate that, man. Mods are just trying to keep things clean. We do have kids, and you know, I know kids. I know we have kids on parents' accounts and those kind of things. So I just, you know, we don't really advertise family friendly, but we are family friendly. So that's all on that one, man. So they're just doing what I ask them to do. All right, so here's Rivertown cut. It looks a little different than it did last time. I've done some cleanup, and I've done a few things I'm hoping are going to be beneficial here in the long run. So we may have to go pick up a few supplies, like some more buckets. We've got enough here, I think. But what I want to do is take the excavator. I was working on digging up here on the top end. We've made us 2 new cuts here, so we've made one road all the way back around. We'll kind of jet around here to the back side. That's all right, Killer. Don't worry about it, man. Alright, so we've got 2 ways. We've got this. You can get up this with the excavator, and you can get up this plateau. And this was one that we flattened in the Rivertown cut, which is one of the highest. It's already up to 10,000 views. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So we got that, and we've got our road put back in. Now, I was able to somewhat get our uphill road done, and I think what it seems to do, for those that were wanting to know, we kind of were trying to work with it last week. What seems to work is if you don't have a lot of dirt. So you can't cut into the mountain anymore and then have a nice incline like we could before. So I guess that was maybe a ghost update that they updated without letting everybody know. But it definitely does not have the same capacity on the blade anymore to be able to just push through in the entire mountain. So with that being said, just take smaller chunks off of this at a time. So what this is going to be, and I don't know if this is going to work or not. I guess once we get our rock truck, we'll be able to find out. Once you do this, this is hopefully going to be our loading point here, at least at Rivertown. So anything else across, if we can haul and use the rock truck and the roads that we've already made in here, if we can use that to get it into this point, then we'll have to use the wheel loader to get it up to the, wash plant. Unfortunately, I would love it if they would extend this dirt so we could pile it up and then run it with an excavator, but it just doesn't work that way. So today what I'm going to work on is we're going to work on a last bit of cleanup, which a lot of this dirt down here is past or is up to the moment at which, you know, like there is no return there. So what I want to do is get most of this dirt picked up. If that means piling it up with the bulldozer, if it means front loading it off, basically all we're going to do is kind of get it, back it up, and then dump it on the outside. That way it basically erases it. And if we need to pull the excavator down, that might be kind of cool to be able to pull most of this out with the excavator. And then it'll be a little bit easier that way. Bulldozing, you'll get to the certain point and all the dirt will just completely just flop up there on the edge, and then you can't get rid of it. So that's what's on store today. So nice, Isaac. I'm just trying to catch up there. I think you can do it on anything YouTube-wise. I mean, you can do it on regular YouTube or the YouTube gaming. I know it does allow you to do it on the regular one because I've seen it with other guys before. So, whoop. All right, there we go. Let's try the excavator first because it's always my favorite. Hey, hey, and a new sponsor, Mr. JP. Well, that means we got 4 emotes. So that is awesome, man. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Dang, I'm sorry. There we go. My bad, guys. My bad. I did that before, and people roasted me on that. So my apologies on that. Full screen, please. What's up, Corey? How are you? Yes, North Carolina, sure am. All right, now what is going on here? Ah, there it goes. All right. Woo! Make it a trench? Probably not. We've done a lot of... There it is, man. Welcome there, JP. Appreciate that, buddy. So that makes up 15 sponsors now. So we're up to 4 emotes. So thank you for your support there, JP. That means a lot, buddy. Always good to see you, man. JP was one of our big farm sim guys there on PlayStation. So always good to see him come back in from time to time. So good things are going well. I'm glad things are going well there for you, JP. I can't stay for long. It's okay, man. We're doing family stuff today, so I got a little bit later start than I wanted to. I'm going to try to get started a little bit earlier the weekend. I mean the weekday. This weekend was just a little on the crazy side. Come on, come on, come on, let us up there. Come on, baby. Yeah, sometimes getting out of this thing is a little bit harder than getting in it. We could go, well... Come on. I do wish they would fix this. If the developer ever watched the video, please watch this one. The excavator has gotten up. There we go. And of course it would be getting dark. You're like, yeah. Love you, man. Do I still play? You know, I was trying to, but honestly, between YouTube and the PS, because I mean the thing with PC and all the things that I have is it requires so much upkeep to kind of stay with what's on the new and new of the games, and trying to keep up 2 separate consoles or 2 separate platforms was just a lot. You know, I usually do a lot of modded stuff. Now Gold Rush is a little different, but it still takes an enormous amount of setup, you know, to kind of get from stream to stream. You guys may not think that, but I think last night I piddled around for another hour. Did some other things that I needed to do, but I came over here and trying to fix as much of this so I could be ready today. And then even still, there's still things like I needed to do this, but I just didn't have time. I was like, well, that'll be cool. Let's do that and show people how they can be creative. And you can't, quote unquote, delete dirt, but you can delete dirt. So that was kind of the idea. We are at the bottom right here anyway, so once we get to the point where we're digging all this, we don't have to worry about it. But yeah, so that's the thing with PS4. I think at some point I would like to go back and do some things. And thank you there, Brent Scott. Appreciate your subscription as always. I would like to maybe go back with some things and just, if anything, just be able to play, especially with some of the originals. The originals here of FTG, Michael E. and JP, and I don't even know if y'all even talked to any of the other guys that we used to play with, but you know, those guys were always on PlayStation. We always did a lot of Farm Sim, did some multiplayer there for a while, so you know, a lot of fun was had during that. So at some point I always think, well, I wouldn't mind going back and doing that, but it's just it's a schedule thing. It just takes a lot of time. Hey, what's up, Farming Simulator 17, American Truck Simulator, woo! What claim you on tonight? All right, man, we're on the Rivertown cut. So this is now this is something you could do Now we should, if we do it over here, it should just delete away. Now these little rocks and stuff, some of these will disappear. So mainly what I wanted to do was get like this stuff up here. Go ahead and scrape up a lot of this. Get a chance to use the excavator, because you really don't get a chance to use the excavator a lot on this particular claim, because you can't really get close to anything. You're constantly using the front end loader to get everything up there. So I get tired of using the front end loader too, so I'm like, you know what, let's do a little excavator action. People seem to really enjoy when we do the excavator stuff, so I figured, well, let's do it again. Alright, Jalen, so what are you trying to do? So what we're trying to do is we are trying to get a lot of this. So let me pull this off. So okay, what I want to do is get at least some of this. And oh, JP with 2 Canadian, is that dollars? Oh, you got the PC. Well, sweet, JP. Well, send me something there on Steam, man. Let me know your name. You don't have to put it in here, but yeah, let me know your name, dude. So anyway, what we're trying to do is basically right here. Now, this is where I got everything smoothed up to the bulldozer. So after this, it wouldn't go anymore. Thank you in there, JP. It's alert finally coming in. So I got all the way up to here. So this is kind of like our boundary line. Now, it's not the boundary line for the dirt, but it is going to be our boundary line of stuff. And I thought, why don't we take the excavator, clean this stuff off? And because y'all seen me do this with a front end loader, but you never seen it done with the excavator. So I thought, well, let's just clean it up here. And then what we'll do is we'll go back over to our second tier and we'll start pulling off of that and put in here. Now we'll have a perfectly smooth ramp all the way back up to the wash plant. And then we can wash some rocks tonight as well. So that's the main plan. So hope you guys want to stick around for that. It should be good. I do like Rivertown. It's one of my more favorite ones. You know, Pine Valley's good. It's just really flat. Marshall 669, what's up, man? Hope you guys are doing well. I'll see you there, Penguin Dog. I'll try to stream a little early for you this weekend, bro, so you can come in and catch one and be able to hang around for a while. Yeah, this claim usually, well, I mean, all of the Rivertown claim videos have done better than like Pine Valley. The Arnold claim was one that we had for the alpha, we had for everything else. Now I know that's not stacking the dirt up, obviously. Mainly over there, all that's doing is basically just erasing this dirt. For whatever reason, I would love to be able to take the bulldozer and push it out there, and then just get rid of all of it, but it just doesn't work that way. It'll kind of pull it up in this big, huge wall and pile once it hits its collision boundary. And then after this, I can just, you know, keep moving all this off, clean it up, and then we'll be good to go. I just don't want that front loader to get stuck on anything. So we'll be able to take whatever we dig and pull off down here. We'll be able to pull everything off, we'll dig off these tiers, stack it all in the middle, run the wheel loader straight in, pick it up. We could smooth it out with the bulldozer like we've done on a few of the other videos, and then come back around and throw it up in the wash plant and see what we get. So tonight we did not get a we did not give a giveaway there with the oh, that one was too close. Hey, you see what I mean. And Keith Butler, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Never seen it done like that. Well, it's just we usually do this with a front end loader, and after a while, it kind of gets old, and I don't, I don't know. I hate doing that. Trying to do something different. Mainly the thing with this is you get caught doing the same exact thing in the same operation, and since we can't load with the excavator, a lot of people want to see the excavator being used. So Mike Chino, what's up, man? Thank you for your subscription. And by the way, Keith Butler there, if I didn't recognize you, but I think I did. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. I mean, I know it could be done a different way, and I know it may be better to do it a different way and say, hey, why don't you wash that in the plant? And in theory, yes, that would be fine. I just wanted to use the excavator, to be honest with you. I'm just going to level with you. I thought, well, let's just clean it up with this, because we always go and we try to get this as much as we can there with the front end loader. So people always like seeing the excavator. And I don't, honestly, sadly, I don't have anything to load it into. I mean, I wish I did. Hey, what's up? Is that Senior Vapor School? What's up, man? How are you? Now, some of this we might have to. I'm just kind of looking at how much some of this stuff is. I'm like, wow, I wasn't quite expecting all that. But it's okay. Yes. Yes, Patrick. That's exactly what I've always thought on this. I don't know why they didn't have at least a spot that was closer to it, that was a little more level. But, you know, I mean, it's the way they decided to do it. I mean, I love it when they load, especially when they load like the wash plant with the excavator, because I can do this really fast. And I hate doing it with front end loader. I just hate it. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, maybe I shouldn't. I know at some point, you know, some of those guys in those gold claims, they do, you know, they do put that in there. So let's see. So one thing we can do is we could do some of this. Let's see what we got. And is that Ruger 1022? Thank you, buddy. Appreciate this subscription. I agree, in a wheelbarrow. I like it, man. Yeah, well, it's you know, it's I don't know. I think it's one of those operational things. I mean, you know, the more that we look at it, the more that we look at this game in its entirety. Like, it's like I've always said, the concepts are there. We just need to figure out how to better execute a few things. I say we, not we, but they. And if they can get a few of these executable things better, then we'll be good to go. First stream, well, thank you there. Is that Ruger? I hope it is. If it's not, please let me know. If it's Ruger there, appreciate you tuning in to the live stream, and welcome, first time live streamer. All our sponsors can pull in our plugging into FTG emote. Oh, thank you there, JP. Appreciate you, $2. $2 Canadian. Those are special dollars. There you go. Yeah, it kind of does. It's better to try to do things. Hey, wait a minute. I mean, I'm not bored with the game. I still like it. I just wish. Okay, perfect example. Farm Sim. It's the same. And thank you, another round with Keyshawn Petaway. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. You know, I mean, we talk about this like every first stream. You always got some guys that haven't been in, and they kind of start asking these same questions. They get us started off on this, and I get it, because I've been asked myself the same questions. The thing, okay, this is like Farm Sim. So if anybody's here is relatively a kind of a regular of the channel, you kind of in, you know, we did all of the Farm Sim stuff. You know, and this is pretty much the same thing when it comes to the process. And thank you there, Brian Fink. Appreciate that, man. You just don't have a lot of ways to do the same processes. Like Farm Sim. You plow, you cultivate, you plant, and you harvest. 4 things. This one, you move dirt, you dig dirt, you load dirt, and then you clean up gold. So you still have the main 4 processes besides, you know, setting up the stuff. Now, so maybe even say 5, but you only have one way to do those things. And that's where this game starts slacking, is that we just don't have access to multiple ways to do one job. So instead of, you know, having, say, 4 or 5 different ways to add in stuff for a wash plant, you only have one. Only one way to load it, unless you're going to pick up a bucket and then roll this all the way back up the ramp there to put more in. That's just probably not going to happen. So, you know, I mean, it is what it is. But I still like the concept of the dirt and moving the dirt and the creation of the terrain. I think for me that's probably what does it. I could care less if I washed rocks. I could probably spend 2 or 3 hours on the dozer and be just completely fine and content. So, and I guess, I mean, it really, in essence, I mean, if you were going to do something like this and flatten you out a big old spot down here, you could bring a mobile wash plant down and you could wash it right in the wash plant. I mean, that would totally be an option. We just did that yesterday, so I didn't want to you know, run and do two things the same. But and the wash plan on this claim is a little weird, you know, because you've got so much space between the water and where the dirt is. You'd have to, you know, string up, you know, 3 or 4 pumps. So yeah, JP, I think this is coming out. Well, they said Q1, but then I've heard like April or May of 2018, which I guess would be at the very end of Q1, at the beginning of Q2. So that's what they say, and I would assume if they get the build right, and if they get the build right and they get everything else done, get all the bugs worked out, get the game to that place. I mean, this really probably should be what I would consider maybe an early access. You know, where they're starting to still kind of fixing and still kind of developing some of their final elements. But you know, I'm anxious to see what updates. You know, that's the thing. I always like seeing updates from those guys, and I'm hoping they got some good stuff coming in store. Oops, that just kind of disappeared. Do I wish there was a dirt truck? Yes, Jalen. I mean, I know they've got the wash truck out there. It's you know, it's I guess a matter of time. I just wish they would bring it. And even so, like I say, man, I don't know. I don't know how useful it's going to be, because you're not going to be able to take that and then dump it right next to the claim. You're going to have to take this and dump it, well, right here. I mean, perfect example. Not unless you're going to be able to. The only other cool thing was if you load the dirt up in the back, can you unload it from an excavator out of the back? Now, that's a little stupid, yes, but it's better than having to use the front loader again. Oh, no problem there, Jalen. Joe's like, hey buddy, why are you I know, man. We're going to get to washing. I'm literally just trying to clean this off, because what I'm trying to do is get a clean path here with the front loader and do my last little bit of cleanup there with the front loader. But I'm just trying to get this stuff out of the way, so that we can have a nice smooth ramp all the way down into where our main loading area is going to be. That's all I'm doing. I know there's probably some gold and in this dirt and stuff, but yeah, I'm just doing it for effect. Doing it for cleanliness on the claim. How about that? Because, you know, we made a whopping 6.3 ounces last night. Woo! Absolutely, Keith. Absolutely. And I hope people are, man. I really do. I hope people are doing that. Hey! Well, thanks there, Corey. Appreciate that, man. Awesome, man. They appreciate your $10 super chat. That is absolutely awesome. So nice you guys want to do that. It's great. It's great. Very humbling. Very humbling you guys want to support the channel. So, and a new arrival too, Jared Frederick. Thank you for your subscription as well. Should be getting a nice little cha-ching coming up here. Hey, there it is. And you'll notice too, for all those that are new, if you like flight simulators, you see this is more like a airport. Actually, let me get this a little bit closer. Now that I lean back a little bit, it gets a little funky. Alright, wait a minute. There we go. Alright, good enough. Yeah, so we've got some, you'll see the check-ins, our departure, or arrivals there for, yeah, there you go. So there's another arrival coming in. Thank you there, Bacon Muncher. What's up? So yeah, that's all kind of building up a little bit of hype here for our first X-Plane series. So we're going to be doing X-Plane Flight Simulator. I've got some really cool stuff here. We've got cameras for all of it. I'm working on acquiring one more camera and some other secondary add-ons and those kind of things. But if you enjoy flight sims, then be checking on the channel, be looking for it, because we're going to be doing some X-Plane. So that's kind of all kind of beefing that up and kind of getting some hype going with it. If you've never seen a flight sim, come see it. Speedboat Siggy. What's a Speedboat's Icky maybe? 443. Welcome to the channel, bro. Hope you're doing well. Make a pleasure. Like the channel. Thank you. I will keep on doing what I'm doing, bro. Thank you very much for that, man. Jill say. He might show up. I always love it when he comes in and hangs out. I mean, I I always want you guys to say hey, but I always, you know, it's hard when you get as big as Raptor is. You know, it's hard to go anywhere, you know, where people don't just kind of bombard and take chat over. And I would love for him to be able to come. It's so cool because when we're on the TeamSpeak, you know, we can just hang out. We don't have to, you know, play pleasantries of YouTube and you know, all the, you know, we could just get in and hang out. So it's always cool. And I really thought the other night, man, it was great how you guys were able to say hey to him, but also were able to connect with him outside the stream process. You know, just like, oh, you know, Rapper's hanging out with us, you know, in a live stream. Like, you know, that's cool. I mean, it you know, he's a normal guy. So I don't know. We'll see if he hops in tonight. I don't know if he's watching, but if he is, he's more than welcome to. Not gonna bother me a bit. Hey, what's up, Aiden? How are you, man? He's trying to spell. What's up, typical Fire the Gamer? How, man? Oh, well, thanks. Very cool there, Billy. Very cool, man. I always like that, man. That's why we try to keep. You know, we had some guys on Twitter and had you know, would really kind of wondered about our family friendliness, and we just said, you know, we appreciated that and. Really enjoyed the channel and the content and all that, and that's why we do it, Billy, man. So that everybody can watch it, and especially you know kids and kids and young kids. I mean, no matter what the age. I mean, it's really cool if you can do that and kind of. I hate to say plug in because Nick teased me that. Oh my God, he said plug in. But it's nice when you can do those kind of things in spirits gaming together, because there's a lot of gaming, you know, it's pretty trashy, it's pretty competitive, which is understandable in some cases, but you know, every now and again it's nice to be able to see these and see videos and stuff. We got a guy, it's pretty clean. So thanks for the comment, and I appreciate that, Billy. I try to do my best, so I appreciate that, man. I know, Speedboat. I mean, it's great. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not, or you know, I'll tell you this. I put in a share amount of time there with YouTube trying to figure out what is going on. You know, where we're putting in like a sub a day, and nobody's watching videos, and I'm like, oh man, this is such good stuff. Why is nobody clicking? And you know, and then one day it's just like, you know, YouTube says, hey, this guy's starting to do good. Let's get him out there, and then you guys come in droves. And I can be the first to tell you, I did not expect Gold Rush to be the game that kind of sprungboard the channel into this, what you guys have created. I mean, turned it into. I mean, it's absolutely insane. I mean, I'm not complaining by any means, but it's very cool to see. So, but you guys have to stay and you have to keep coming back, you know. So that's pretty cool to see that. So. I owe part of this success to you guys. You're sharing, you're coming to liking the videos, you're subscribing, you're sponsoring, you're going back and watching these videos. I mean, I can put the content out there, but if you guys do not come and you do not watch it, and you do not participate in these things, it doesn't matter how good it is, doesn't matter how much money I'm giving away, it doesn't matter. You know, it's always going to fall short. So the success have to you guys. So thank you for your support. Thank you for all you do. It is quite amazing. It's quite humbling all in the same. So I say that pretty much every stream here recently because it just is. Hey, Coffee, what's up? You know what's clean? Well, my site here is becoming clean. Fazale, what's up, man? Mega Blazer. Oh yeah, I hate waiting for. Well, they're same developer. Was it developer Playway? I'm not sure if they're developing or if there would be distribution. Yeah, same guys. There he is. What's up, man? Everybody say hey, hey, Reverend, hey, 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 hey. How are you, buddy? Hope you're doing well, man. Hey, what's up, Shane? How are you, man? Hope you're doing well. Well, thank you there, Steve. Appreciate that. And Worm, what's up? Wax Gaming? Yeah, man. That's like I said, man. Always keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing. Make your content original. Enjoy your content. Enjoy what you do. You know, and I think at some point it'll come. Just when you least expect it, man, it's going to be boom. There it is. It'll be great. There he is. Everybody say, hey. Who is Raptor? Simulation Nation. Oh. Well, you've got to go check him out. Raptor's done a, I mean, he's probably laughing at the fact that I'm telling you guys to go subscribe to him, but seriously, you know, I could repay the favor, so I can shout him out in the channel. Obviously, he's been very responsible here for just including me in a lot of his farm sim videos and really taking a really supportive look at what I'm trying to do and what I'm doing, and that he doesn't have to. So a public thank you from you there, Mr. Raptor Gamer. So glad you came in and hung out with us for a little bit tonight. Always welcome to anytime there, bud. You guys go check it out, especially if you like Farm Sim. He does a lot of the Minute War stuff. He's just got a slew of stuff up there. We pretty much play anything that's just got a different flavor to it, you know. This is the big O. Although it does feel small, but yeah, this is the big O. Whole simulation messing with you. Alright, so that's pretty much it. See, what was that? Like, took us like, well, by the time I stopped running my mouth, took me about 20 minutes to just clear off this front part here. So, yeah, I'm good with that. Alright, so we've got bulldozer up there on the top. You can see our multiple cuts that we have in. Alright, let's get this, we'll get this bucket folded back up here. Neither's on PS4 with John. It will be coming out eventually. Hopefully. Alright, so we'll do that there. So we're going to go up on the top up here. So we'll try to shoot the gap, and then we'll hop up here on this next ridge. And then we'll start digging there. So I'll show you kind of what I'd like to do. Sometimes it works better than others, and it's just happened to work on this the way that I accidentally leveled terrain. I didn't plan on this. It just happened to work now. Which, you know, at some point I'll take what I get when it comes to the terrain level in this game. Sometimes it's better than others, but nonetheless, go ahead and get over like this. So there's a couple different ways you can approach this. Typically when they do a cut like this, and what my whole plan was, actually let me get up to the front here. Now that we can do that without an engine. So you've got this whole entire loading deck. Now this is going to be somewhere that hopefully we could put rock trucks. We could load in from here. So when I'm digging on the other side, there's this basically this trench that goes around. So eventually I want to put the excavator on top of where we're looking right now, and then that would be able to, we could kind of dig away at that cap and then smooth it out with the bulldozer, and all of that would be gone. So these roads cut in are basically little travel ways, and I'm not completely finished. I'm going to go ahead and take that all the way back around, at least up to there. But you can get down it, you just won't be able to get back up. But once you get over here, you could, if you wanted to, dig off of this corner here and then load into a rock truck right below you. Then take that rock truck, go dump it right there, come back, and then you could do another load. And you could continue that all the way around this whole entire circle area. So that was kind of my plan. And then we've got a nice little ramp up here. Now we're successful at this, but only successful because we were able to not have to pull a lot of dirt. If you got to pull a lot of dirt, we still got to come up here and smooth this part out with our level. So we can pull this and then go all the way across, and we should be pretty good. We'd be able to get out of there with that. So, but that's kind of what we've got right now. So somebody has another work for me. But anyway, we've done this with the bulldozer all. Now, if you've got really big spots you want to, sometimes you can take this and dig out with the excavator and then cut with the excavator. I mean, the bulldozer, it does work, just not as good. I find that if you can find an edge to just kind of take little bit by little bit by little bit by little bit, and it actually works pretty well. So, so that's kind of our Rivertown cut. That's what we got. Where's the problem? All right, let me catch up a little bit there. When am I going to play ATS? I'll play it eventually, man. I'll play it when New Mexico comes out. How about that? All right, let's see. Let's what are we gonna do here? All right, so let's do this. Let's just get this thing as close up here in the corner as we can. There it goes. Having a lot of sticking today. I don't know if that's controller wise or connections or if it's the game, but definitely having a lot of stickiness. Things aren't making good contacts. But anyway, so we'll go hang a track off the end here. So when the dirt's going, what happens? Well, that's it. I don't really know that there's anything else left to do. Now, to be honest, John, dude, it's going to take a long time to clear all the dirt out on this map because it goes all the way back to we can see where the kind of the edge of the rocky goes. Now, you can do this sometimes. Sometimes if you get down here and you get right in the corners of these, I don't know, it probably won't do it now that I've said something about it. Yeah, of course it's not. Sometimes when you get in the middle of these, you can see basically through the texture, and it's probably not going to do it. Yeah, I guarantee it's not going to do it now. Well, nope, of course not. I wanted to show something on, yep, nope, not going, yeah, not going to work. But anyway, you can see through the textures. And then you can see how deep it goes and where the actual bottom of the terrain is. Eventually you do hit a bottom, but dadgummit, I can't get up now. There we go. Eventually you can hit bottom on this, but yeah, to be able to chew all this dirt and actually be able to run it all, yeah, man, that's gonna take a lot. So what you can do is you can pick all this up if you wanted to. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to drop it right here in the middle. Because the whole plan is for me to move all this, dig it out, and then we are going to move our front end loader, and our front end loader is going to pick all of this up and then take it to the wash plant. So that's at least the idea. Man, CJ, dude, you know how many times I got that dozer stuck, man. I just try to make it look good on stream. It's not all you know, peaches and roses all the time, man. Oh, what's up, Travis? Hey, what's up, Coffee? How are you there, buddy? Sweet Ride, how are you, man? Is it on Steam? Yes, Sweet Ride, it is. Yeah, it was $17.99, but now it's $19. And I guess at some point you might be able to. It's a little bit hard to do this when you're looking down because they got this dirty windshield. I mean, you can kind of do it blind, but I don't know. It doesn't really work as well. And I guess if you like it, you can do it this way. I don't know. I guess at some point it just becomes personal preference how you like to dig. Honestly, kind of like the first person is my favorite, but got to make sure you don't dig too far underneath and make sure you back up. Now I will say something like this would probably work a little better if you're on the actually, you know what, let's see if we can do that. I don't know if it'll work. The new bucket cam. Alright, so which one is it, Shane? I was here trying to think. See, I don't even like the bucket cams most of the time. I've got this one. We'll say, wait a minute, let's get back in. So here's 1, 2, and then 3. I think that's the new one. I think. If this is the new one, let me know. The second one, okay, all right. So 1 and then 2. So this one. So that's the one you like. Oh, 3rd is the new one. Okay. So that's the one you like. All right. All right. Cool. Yeah, that's pretty good. I do like how it rotates around with the tractor and keeps everything landscaped, or keeps it all portrait. Pretty much undug that and dug it right back in the same spot. Time I plan on ending, I don't know. We used to go for about two and a half hours. It just depends if people are still watching and things are still going well. Then I'll stretch it out a little bit more if I feel like I need to. Especially if we still got some stuff to do. We still are going to do our big giveaway at the end there with our developer backgrounds. So if you've not ever done that, we're going to do a little gold cleanup here at the end. So we're going to wash some rocks, get to the point to where we're actually got some gold in our spots there, and then we'll clean up, and then you guys guess. Just same thing we have done before, and you get a chance to win a custom developer background that was sent only out to the backers. So unless you can find a bootleg copy of them somewhere, which I haven't seen any, I'm kind of surprised, but now that's you'll only get them. So only get them from here or from being a backer on the actual Gold Rush. But they're good. We got 4K, we got 1080s, so we're 1920 1080s, so we got 1080p. Now we've got a couple that are stretched as well. So if you run a multi-monitor setup there and you'd like to have stretched the single desktop background for the whole entire screen, they do have some of those as well. So pretty cool stuff. My day's been great, man. Thanks for asking. All right, so we'll set this guy off here. So I'll show you kind of what we got now. All right, so see now we've got a, it's a little bit better. Now this is not too bad of a drive-in. It's a little bit, Michael there, oh, wait a minute, I missed one. Man, I missed one. So this did yesterday, so I'm just assuming. So there, Oxpow Z, thank you for your subscription, as well as Michael, is that Buchanan, maybe? I think so. Thank you for your subscription as well there, bud. So yeah, we've got a couple. We've got a nice smooth entrance here, and then we can pick all this up with loader, and then back it up, and then hopefully this thing is going to get out of here. So while we're doing that, let's go ahead and let's get the last bit of this stuff. I've already got my moss back in. The only thing I need is 2 buckets. We need to make sure generator, get it cranked up. Everything else is good. Water's good. We've got 2 gas trailers here. So we're literally ready to go ahead and start running. Let's just grab the 2 buckets. Now I do all of my cleanups up the hill here in the tent. I just like the tent. I don't know why. I just like it. I don't ever remember being able to go up here. Nothing up here except a stinky outhouse. And Joshua Hines, what's up, man? Thanks for the subscription. Appreciate that. Do you do gift cards? You know, and I did. And thank you there, Sheldon. Appreciate the subscription, guys. I did do gift cards, and honestly, I kind of got off of that. I got turned off because some guys were taking the gift cards, and then they were giving them to their other stream buddies that they were really trying to kiss up to. So they were taking the gift card that I was wanting them to use, and then giving it to someone else so they could kiss butt with them. So I was like, nope. After that, I said no more. And thank you there, Trevor. Appreciate the subscription, guys. That's awesome. So let's grab us 2 buckets. All we need. I wish we could carry 2 buckets. That would be nice. I don't know why we can't carry 2 buckets. This guy's he's a weakling. All right, so let's give her a hop and a fling and a throw. Everything else set. We got all our electricals all set up. Generators are gassed up. Water pumps are all gassed up, as well as our cleanup stuff is all set up and hooked up. So we're literally ready to start rolling some stuff out here. So yes, we're going to wash it, Jayla. We're going to fix and start getting it up right now. So once we get these buckets in, we'll make it daytime, and then we'll go down there and start shoveling out what we've already dug out. And we'll just continue doing that. We'll see if we can't, you know, move it along as fast as we can, although you guys know exactly the limitations on the quickness. So we will probably not get a full 100% cleanup, although it would be nice. And by the way, I'm curious, and I'm wondering if anybody else has seen this or if you've done this. I noticed that there is a support system down here, and I'm wondering if anybody has seen whether or not the hog pan sluices actually set up down here so you can do test runs of stuff. I'm curious. Because every claim has got this. Pine Valley's got 2 of them. This one's got it. Arnold Claim's got it. And I'm curious as to whether or not that actually happened. So anyway, we'll see. I mean, it should. All right, Optimal Gaming. Yeah, go grab me something to eat, man. Oh, Freeman all the way to the other side. Man, I missed a lot, man. Sorry, guys. Just trying to catch up here. Well, the only thing we got, man, is the front end loader. It's neither the front end loader, or you got to take the excavator, and you got to run the excavator all the way up into the and that's just, yeah, I'm not doing that. That thing's already slow enough. Now, if it was as fast, or at least close to the front end loader speed, then yeah, maybe. But I'm sure capacity is nowhere near what it should be. And the workers, I wish I'd have never started that off, because I've got about 50 gazillion guys in it that want to work for me. It is because I'm black. Yeah, no, it's not. I just your name should come up now. If your name is private, if your name's private, dude, it will not come back. So you'll need to go to your settings, which is your icon in the top right. Then you'll need to go down and click settings, and then uncheck the box, make my subscriptions private. Make sure that's unchecked. You can try it again, but most of the time, once you've subbed, it won't allow you to sub back. All right, well, here's the old Bessie workhorse of the of Alaska. Dude, I think it's as big as this claim is. They'd have some decent stuff. Yes, big gas tank we do. Well, wait a minute. No, we moved it back over to storage space. I can't remember why. I was having an issue. Hey, thank you there, Jeff Stoll. Appreciate that. We're having an issue with a few of the things not really working the way they're supposed to. Like, I had something and it basically, I don't know, we got to where it, something kept resetting on top of it, so I had to move that out of the way and then pull it up there. So it's, I think it's sitting at the storage space. So that's not too bad. That actually works pretty well. So I guess, so here's the thing. So, well, let me turn this off. So if you're going to use this, I mean, the front ender's going to be loaded. And thank you there, Trace Hawkins. Appreciate that. So I guess the thing about doing this like this is that you can do it, and then you still, now that you've got a little bit more pizzazz and power on the altitude climb up, whatever they called it there on the front end loader, it actually gets up that hill pretty good. The one thing is, I can see the rock truck if you're on the other side of the claim, loading it up and then running the whole entire truck and then dumping it here. The main problem that I have with this in game, and this is that every single claim, is that the actual bottom end of the dirt at the front of the claim is off a big gradient. So I wish there was really not a lot of dirt, some terrain, but maybe like 6 inches of dirt, so that when you dig it up, you don't have to worry about it. So, is it because I'm black? It's never that, man. And it's not going to be that here, so I'd have never known. So, thank you for your subscription, bud. I appreciate that, and I hope you continue to enjoy a little FTG action here nightly. Like I said, all these nice arrivals and all that stuff's going to be setting up a nice Explain live stream. So hopefully that's going to start up here in the very soon future. We're going to go ahead and cash in this Gold Rush Nugget as much as we can. You guys want to see it? I'll continue to keep streaming it. Hopefully some new content's going to come out. So we're just taking a little ride around for those that have not seen Tier 3 or have not seen, maybe says, what is the process on this? I know you basically got to wash rocks. Real quick, I always like to do this just because we always have new guys that have never seen this. So this is our main shaker. It takes all the big stuff. You got the big grizzly bars there on top, so they separate all the big rocks. They can't go into the main plant. It'll shuck those off the back here, and then the other ones get washed. It gets shooken, and then they fall down here. The big stuff goes down here and falls out what would be our tailings holding area, and then the smaller stuff will get washed down here in the smaller sluice trays. Those trays will go into the trommel. The trommel is going to spin it with water pumping it. And then after it spins that, it's going to kick out the bigger stuff into this right sluice pan. And then the left one has got miner's moss with screens. That's where a lot of the other finer gold is going to go into that. Your small nuggets, stuff that's about as big as your fingernail or maybe even smaller than that. Flakes of gold, heavier gold. And then down here is going to be where all of your other material stuff. So this is basically fills up with water. And these two billows pump back and forth, and it'll pump the lighter material and the dirt and stuff and the sand. It'll pump it out, and then what falls and what separates in the bottom is gold. And it's usually gold rich, gold rich, I forget what they call it, like a slurry, I think is what they call it. But anyway, that's kind of the basic process and the basic premise of any kind of washing rocks on gold, doing gold mining. And that's at whatever scale, Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, you're still doing the same thing, taking really big added in material and making it really small, and you're basically sifting it through a bunch of different sifters until you get to your final product. So that's the idea. So for those that have never done it or never seen it, or you don't watch Gold Rush, go watch Gold Rush because you'll love it, for one. So there goes our water. So you can see our water starting up there in the shaker plant. Yeah, graphics are good. Gold, gold, gold. Woo! Oh, no problem, Jarrett, man. Come back and hang out anytime. I'll try to stream a little early this week. This week's the end of this week's been late. All right, so there's a shaker, there's a trommel, and then our duplex jig at the very bottom. So let's make sure everything's shaking and everything's grooving and a rolling. Oh wow! 4 subs for 43, man. I wasn't even paying attention to that, Def, man. That's awesome. There is Big Moss. How do you put in the moss? Mine will go in for some. Get closer to it, Trevor. Woo, that thing's loud. Everybody put on your OSHA-approved hearing devices. There we go. Woo. All right. Sometimes with the miner's moss, I have to get like right down on it to do it. Now, you gotta have the screens on top of the moss, but yeah, make sure you're putting them in the right one as well. Sometimes they're just not in the right one. But you can see how the how fast the trommel's spinning. It's probably a little fast what it normally does, but pretty cool stuff. 2 cigars in the ears. Oh man, I keep sliding this in the wrong place. Hang on just a minute. Let me get that there, and all right, here we go. Let's wash some rocks. Woo. I don't know. Now there are some there's 2 different items. Now I'm not sure which one of these items, if one thing goes here or if 2 things go here. But we're going to have something is going to go here because we have the supports laid out. Now nothing that we have access in the game right now does it. But I just laid this here because this was close to have all of my cords here in the one place. So that's why everything's there. But eventually something that we have is going to go there. I don't know if it's going to be some type of a sifter or if it's going to be, I don't know, I have no idea. All I know is that I'm ready for some new stuff to come out. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be good. So it'll take quite a bit of this. You'll see that we already got 1% down there in our buckets and whatnot. Now, I have found, I'm trying to really think about this. There's Andrew Paulson. Appreciate that, man. Maybe 442.97, somewhere around there. Sometimes they won't show up because it takes a little bit of a delay there on the sub goals. They don't update, you know, they're not real time. But, yeah, everything's one, yeah. Well, it may change. Just have to give it a little bit. I think it only updates like once every. I want to say it only updates once every 2 or 3 minutes. So thank you there, Cody Lentz. Appreciate that, man. Is that Chicago? Yes, it is coming. It's coming out. When? Well, right now, preliminarily, they've got it slated for 2018, for the first quarter of 2018. Ah, crap. One wrong button. Quest Sports supporter, what's up, man? Yeah, man, we've got a little gold rush going on, man. Things are going well. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I hope you're doing good, bud. All right. So, even with a little bit of a modified front end loader, this is not bad at all. Like, it's not struggling up the hill, but part of the reason is because you don't have anything down there to really stop it. Now, I will say this, for those that are doing Tier 3, make sure, now I've come to really kind of latch on this, make sure that you try to do all of this loading over the grizzly bars. If you try to do over half of it and dump half of it in the machine, I don't think it registers it. But that may be just me, I don't know. Oh, there it is, 4301. Woo! All right, sweet. Well, I mean, I guess I could up it, but that's kind of crazy. Typical fire, I think the game is $19.99, buddy. Does need a dump truck. Yes, it does. There's Defo Get there pulling our pulling an FTG emote. Just a disclaimer, Nick redid those, so we're going to make them a little bit easier to read in chat. They look good by themselves. We just needed to make them a little bit bigger, so we're going to get on that. I just came in on 2 wheels tonight, so we didn't have time to upload them. Well, thank you there, Steve. Appreciate that. That's cool. That's exciting, guys. I appreciate y'all coming back out and watching a little more Gold Rush. It's a good thing y'all enjoy watching it, because I really do enjoy playing the game. So, you know, I mean, I would probably be playing it now, where I'd be setting something else up or doing something funky with it. I'd be doing something. So, it's good. Ryan says going up, bump it up to 44. I guess we could. Whoops. Hey, there we go. Jacob Cole, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. We got one more riding in here. There he is. Welcome there, Zachary Pittman. Thank you guys for your subscribing. Alright, let's see. You don't want to do too much. Excuse me. You don't want to do too much digging in this one spot. Hey, thank you there, Kenneth Park. Appreciate the subscription. See like this right here. Now, this is one thing they got to fix. They got to fix this part. Every now and again, you got to come back here, get an empty bucket, and kind of clean some of that stuff off. I guess it's just leftover stuff out of the bucket that falls. And I know it's not a full bucket, but I didn't have anywhere to dump it, so we're just going to dump it in the plant. And then we'll do that little bit of cleanup there. All right. There you go, Tanner. That's it, man. Sweet ride 24. All right. So what you can do is just throw your bucket down, and you just want to scrape this up. You don't really want to. You don't really want to cut into the ground. You don't do anything crazy with it. Sometimes it's a little bit finicky, but you just want to kind of get that stuff off there. Push it up, kind of like that. Yeah, that's okay. Sometimes you can attack it from the other side and get up, and that way, for the most part, it'll get everything up enough to where you can roll over it and you won't get stuck on the little. Because the one that gets you, or like this one right here, the 2 little ones that have the spikes up, those 2 right there will get you. You will never be able to get over those. But if you've got a small little mound or a little hump, it will get over that stuff. Because essentially, the bulldozer blade and this blade are very much the same. You could still flatten and bulldoze with this thing, as well as dig into the side of a mountain like this. So it kind of has the same properties. It didn't show on screen. I think it did. Not very much. Very true. All right, if it didn't show on screen. Sweet ride 24. There you go, buddy. Appreciate that, man. Thank you for your subscription. Yeah, Freeman, that's good, man. Bolt traps, I like that. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. That's it, Billy. Way to go, everybody. Appreciate that. Pretty awesome. I guess just because we might as well go ahead and bump it up. It looks weird to be one over the mark there. Let's see. Where is our? Is this it? Nope, that's not it. There it is. Yeah, there it is. We'll go and make that. Whoops. There we go. Another arrival there. Is that Nichelle? Nichelle Messachuk. Thank you for your subscription. There we go. 44. New number. Put it in the bag. All right, so you can see, I mean, just really in a couple of quick loads here, really got a lot of this, you know, a lot of what we dug out there picked up. It's not too bad, not too shabby. And Dwayne, anything's going to? I don't think there is anything special on the PS3. I mean, if you want my honest opinion, I think the PS3 can pretty much work right out of the box. It's kind of like the Xbox 360 controller. The thing about the PS4 that you need a special that thing is because that thing has the drivers on it for one, but also the PS4 has the LED light in the back plus the touch screen, not the touch but this touch pad, and it needs that to work. So PS3 should work out of the box, honestly, because it'll just register everything as USB buttons, so it should work for you. DJ Nick, thank you for your subscription there, bud. All right, let's work on just a little bit right here. We got a bunch of stuff just kind of chilling out right here. Let's we can clean some of this up. Then we get back on the excavator, start digging some more. The best thing I've found is make sure you dump it over the grizzly bars. Even if it looks funky, that's still the best place to load it. And hopefully, hey, Mike, is that bar height? Hope it is. Thank you for your subscription. Appreciate it, buddy. PS2, I mean, I would assume so, but honestly, guys, got a quick Google will probably tell you exactly what you need to know, and to tell you if there's any kind of, you know, something, a reason why you would want to use something over the other. Let's do it. We get to 4,400. If we get to 4,400 tonight, guys, it's just going to be whatever time I feel like. Yeah, whatever time y'all like start leaving. Like, all right, man, it's 4 in the morning, dude. We got to go to bed. I'll stream. I'll stream if we keep it going that long. We can just leave it up here. All right, Wax Gaming, have a good one, bud. That's what I do, Dwayne. I do the same thing on my PS4. I just put it on the charger, on the charging cable, the micro USB. That's all I use. It works well. I don't even, because you know, here I've shown this a few times, but there's a little stick for it, and after that stick, after I've used it, installed the drivers off of it, I don't use it anymore. I don't have to. It's pretty cool. They don't really tell you that. It'd be nice if they offer the drivers without buying the stick, but yeah, they don't. Alright, so you can kind of figure out, so if you want to use this big enough to where you can do a turnaround, because when you back up out of there, that's when you drop that material down there. It's when it gets stuck right there on the end. So, whoops, got a little, got a lot of workers out there. Dual Atari joysticks. That's actually a pretty good idea, man. 10,000 for Christmas. That would be awesome. Well, thanks, man. Appreciate that, Wax. All right, so all I'm doing is just kind of doing a little bit of cleanup here on the end. We still got to run this dirt. Now, this is what you guys want me to do in the beginning, but I just elected to go ahead and, you know, knock some of this stuff. But see how you can tell when you start dropping some of that loose material on this end. Sometimes you can get right here on the end and just kind of like shear it straight off, and it's nice and smooth. Looks like it's, yeah, they actually, by the time all your, yeah, see, that worked out. See that last little bit there? That's the part that puts that up there. So we've got such an incline that we're literally losing dirt out of our bucket. That's no muy bueno. Yeah, Kato, you know what? Good question, man. And it's... there is no reason. Here's the one thing, and that's actually a pretty decent point, Kato, because... oh, well, think of their kills worth. Yeah, man. I know. Yeah, we're at 30-something. Yeah. This has all been a week. I mean, we were like at 34 or 5. Before Gold Rush came out, 10 episodes. Yeah, we're up to 4,300. Absolutely insane. It's like 1,000 subscribers in just 9 days. Insane, guys. Crazy. Yeah, so here's the thing I wish they would do. So the bulldozer does have rippers on it. Now, typically, what they say is that they need to rip up the ground and get the permafrost and other stuff off of the ground. So, I mean, the way they could simulate that, if you see these two different terrain textures, the one on the top, I kind of think would be cool if you couldn't dig into it. You know what I mean? So you actually couldn't dig into this top layer because you would need to you could push it with the bulldozer, level it out, but it would not change until you run the rippers over it. Then you could dig it with an excavator, because that would make more sense. They're not just necessarily going to go digging with an excavator through permafrost, especially not in Alaska, when they're starting to look at getting these mines up and ready. So I don't know. I mean, that's just one of those things. Like, I do it because I enjoy doing it, and that's the short answer to it. It gets tiring just constantly driving the wheel loader around, loading up rock. And, eventually people were like, I'm tired of watching the wheel loader. I wish you'd get in the excavator. And then that's when I'll hop in the excavator. So if that answers your question, that's really that's the nuts and bolts of why. Ah, seasons. Aha, clearing and ripping. Wow, man, that's info I didn't even know. Now, see, if that's what we're talking about here, we're talking about some awesome stuff, man. Awesome stuff. Yeah, and I don't even... Wait a minute. You know what, Joe? It's a good point, man. I'm glad you pointed that out. Because why is my gold totals not going up? My money's coming down, but my gold's not. Somebody's slacking on the job. Someone's slacking on the job, methinks. Let's go see what Bert and Ernie are doing over here. Alright. We'll shut our water off. Alright, we shut our gens off. So what we're going to do, we're going to go up in our tent where our tablet is. Now, tablet is where all your workers, your transport, all that stuff happens out of your tablet up here. So we're going to go check it, and we're going to fire all those workers because our gold is not going up. And I'm not sure why it was ever on there. Let's see. Workers, hire your crew so you can fire. Oh, so that's why. Oh, they were both empty. So we were, yeah, okay, wow. All right, so let's put them over at Pine Valley. Let's have one run an excavator. This guy is going to be at Pine Valley, and we'll have him on the shaker. And then I don't know if this guy, if we can put him on a, let's see if it gives us anything. Small excavator, well, oh, maybe we got a sign. So a sign. So if you wanted to know the workers, it's crazy. So here you go. So first thing you got to do, you got to hire the guys. And it gives me a waiting list and a hired list. So these are all the guys that have said, hey, we want to wait for you. If you notice, they all have different price per day. They also have a work efficiency and the time, I guess, at which they work. I had no idea what the 10 hours means, if that's what their work, maybe it's what their work day is. I don't know. So it tells you how many you've got hired, how many you have new that are awaiting. So these guys all have, and I guess these are some more that can come in along down the line. So you can hire these guys, and you can hire as many as you want to. Take into account, and Brian, thank you for your subscription. Appreciate that. So you got all these guys here that can do this. You can hire these guys, but like you saw earlier, let's go back into that screen. So they've got to be assigned to a place. So this guy just got assigned to Pine Valley on the small excavator. Now this guy, we're going to put him at Pine Valley, and we're going to put him on the shaker. So we got to assign that. And now the third guy, I'm going to try this. Front end loader. Our gold should go up if he's on the shaker. Let's see what happens. I mean, it can't be any worse. So now we should see our gold. There you go. See, now our price is coming down, but our gold is going up. So we've got double production here. So we'll have what we make in general with workers. Workers is basically a way to speed up your gold production, but you also have to, you got to pay them. So it's a trade-off. Your money will go down, but your gold's going to go up. So then that gold, you'll recoup all that whenever you smelt your gold and then go to the bank and sell it. So there you go. All right, so there's the water, and let's go turn gens on. Kind of sound. All right, typical. Have a good man. Sleep well. All right, there's the trommel and duplex jig. There we go. Is that Ryan Mullet? No, they will not do a multiplayer. Well, at least unless they surprise everybody. And thank you there, Paul Donovan. Thank you for your subscription. Oh, look at there, Dwayne. Okay. All right. So no super chats about. Oh. Well, glad you joined this one there, Joe. Appreciate that. Is that worker on drugs? They all look like they're on drugs. Yeah. That's what I said, man. Like, here's Bert and Ernie. Which just, for whatever reason, just looked like the perfect name to give those guys. Oh, yeah, man. Well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. We do, too. I think it's fun game. Concepts there. I'll be looking forward to updates and looking for some new stuff like that. But whoops. Oh, we don't have our. There it is. Didn't have our differentials on. All right, so I guess what we need to do, we need to go back and hire that in. So y'all say he does not going to work on our claim. So. It's already doing pretty good on the gold already. And see, this is actually turning out to be a very nice, already it's turning out to be a good, kind of I don't know what you, I don't even know what you really want to call this, like a good loading area. Pretty much where the stakes are is where we can load this dirt. Now, I've kind of dug in and flattened all that out. Mainly just so that I'll be down pretty much close to where the bottom of the map is. So the bottom of the map is actually right over there anyway. So, well, money's going to go down because I actually do have two guys out working. So, come on, there we go. Prospected on the signer. Oh, very cool there, Paul. Very cool. Yeah, actually, when I was trying to think, me and my wife found, we were cleaning out. Her dad had passed away of quite a few years ago, but we found he was into prospecting as well, and we found a set of gold sluices that had. Now they did come. We did know that he used to have like a dredge, like a creek dredge. So down here in like North Carolina and the creeks and stuff, there's a mountain, like, I don't know, for especially any guys that have done like Keep Up with Gold Mine and all that, there's Hidnite, which is like a big huge gemstone, and then there's Reed's Gold Mine. So if you've ever heard, Google Reed's, like R-E-E-D-S, Reed's Gold Mine, and they do tons of field trips for kids and schools and all this stuff, but there's just gold rich dirt up there that they just basically milk for just tons of stable money. And they keep the place open, and they turn it into like a historical kind of a museum. But anyway, that's not too far from here, so he got into doing all these creeks around here. He got into doing like gold prospecting and wanted to find some stuff. So we found like his gold sluices. He had his mats, his little rubber mats. We couldn't find the dredge though, but it was so flipping cool. Is that Popcorn Panda 22? Good name there, buddy. Oh boy, like I just swallowed a fly. God. And I was about to thank our new sponsor, Joe Berrien. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that, man. That's awesome. Thank you guys for literally plugging into FTG over this past 9 or 10 days. I look like I'm crying, you know. Just want to thank this award. Just want to thank everybody who made this possible. I just literally felt like I swallowed a fly. Thank you there, Joe. Appreciate that, bud. Eventually, our sound is gonna plop in here. Here it comes. All right. Thank you there, buddy. Appreciate that. Hey, Devin. What's up, man? Waiting in line simulator. Somebody would buy it, Freeman. Somebody would buy it. Alright, so Deadliest Catch. So you know what? Welcome back there, Optimal. So Deadliest Catch, I used to have the game for Deadliest Catch when I think it was on the 360. Like, I hope they do it better than the 360. I hope they do it better than that. Alright, so that's pretty good on the cleanup. So let's get back on the excavator, man. I have fun on the excavator. And what's up, Redneck Zombie? What's up, Mason? How are you? So, what does the sponsor do? Okay, so here's let me shut this down, and while we're walking back over to our place, I'll explain what all of this stuff is. What we've got. There we go. Sometimes this stuff can get a little bit loud. Alright, so you've got subscribers, viewers, subscribers, and sponsors. Subscribers, obviously, is what we've got. You just want to get in the channel, and you want to keep up with content, so you get notified of that content. Sponsors is different than super chatting. Super chats, you can do any kind of monetary value amount. It doesn't have to be anything. It could be as low as $2 or $1. It could be as high as 100 or 500. It doesn't really matter. So think if there's another subscription there, Mason. Appreciate your subscription as well there, bud. And then sponsors, basically, it takes out, what, $4 or $4.99 or $3.99 a month. And what it is, it's just a way for me to count on continued support from certain people. So you don't have to do it. And I always say, you know, all the stuff on here, all the content I'm going to bring no matter whether or not you do. I enjoy doing it. I want to bring it. I want to bring content out here. I want to make this thing happen, whether it's through you know, donations or whatever. And like I say, it's never required. It's always appreciated. And there's another subscriber. Thank you there, Raven Knights. Appreciate that. And we got one more rolling in here as well. So, man, waiting on the there it is. So thank you there, CH. Is that Mikolaj? Mikolaj. Like that, Mikolaj. So anyway, sponsors just basically put up the $4, and it comes out month to month, and it's a reoccurring fee. So basically look at it as your $4 super chat. And then when you do have that, you get a nice emblem by your name. It puts your name in green here for, I don't know why it's green. Maybe it's different from some other places, but you get a nice cool little emblem. And we're working on our emotes. We've got 3 already in the bag. We can do one more, and then I've got to upload 3 new ones that we've just recently redone. We just didn't get a chance to put them in here before the live stream tonight. So that's what a sponsor is, but it's just it's an automatic super chat every single month. Look at it like that. All right, so let's see where we dig. Let's move somewhere else. All right, let me get to the outside here. There we go. I actually see where we're going. Yeah, there you go, Optimal. So one of those is pulling an FTG, because that's what it's what usually the guys would kid me about over here, is pulling an FTG. And then the other one there is plug into FTG, which is something I say all the time. Hey guys, all you gotta do is just plug right on in. So that's that. And then the other one is we're on the gold. So a good gold rush stream. Let's see if this thing actually, see if it does it. If not, we're gonna have to reset. Not the end of the world. Come on, baby. I know you got it in you. Maybe you don't. And thank you, the Beast 420. What a clever name you've got there. All right, come on now. I really thought I would have had that. Oh, there's a. Come on. There you go. Sometimes you can make the. Oh, we're gonna have to reset. Really? Everybody's like, oh, somebody pulled an FTG. Alright. That's fine. Alright, so let's find the big excavator. Wait a minute. Wait. That was Pine Valley. Okay, here we are. Big excavator, reset. Oh, that was... And there we go. Instead of the water filter. Nice, man. Oh, wow, there. It's Is that Edam Jester? I wish I could, Berenson. I wished I could. They are independent. The controls are independent from one another, so I cannot push anything except what I can lift with it. So all of these items down here I can detach. Well, I can't detach them now, but I could. When we were loading them in, I can pick them up. I can pick up everything else and I can push it, like the generator. I can push the generator. I can push the fuel trucks. I can push our truck itself because it has chains that you can move it with. But after that, you cannot use. It's like it has a mechanism that does not allow it to work. So yeah, we're SOL on that one. All right, so let's just try. I'm just trying to do something different, something we don't normally do. You know, maybe terrain-wise. I'm not wanting to go too far because we're still going to have to load. Since we don't have a rock truck, we can't really load into that truck and then bring it around and then dump it. So maybe let's try and get up on this plateau. Let's see if it will. Let's see if it will work. I wonder if I can get over there. I bet we can. Yeah, let's see if we can. I'm gonna see if we can get over there where the bulldozer's at. If we can go on the back side of that, be a good little test, man, to see what's happening. Yeah, well, I would love to, Michael. It just doesn't allow you to. Even farm sim, you can use your arm to push you because you can keep the tracks independent from the rotation of the actual bucket and the arm. This one, the bucket and the arm are independent of the tracks. I mean, are dependent on the tracks. So you have to switch from driving to excavator control, and you can't tandemly make them both do the same thing at the same time. So unfortunately, that's just, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, pushing is two totally different things. I've never been able to get it to pull. I'll have to tap into your secrets there, Shane. Oh, come on now. Of course, it doesn't help that it's getting dark. I'm having trouble seeing now. I tried to make this road here. I think this is a little better. It does climb a little better than it did. I don't know if this road is, this little cut through though is wide enough. It's going to be close. I can definitely tell you that. It is going to be close. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's close. Alright, so let's move our, get our bulldozer out of the way. What we're playing on PC. That's the only thing this is active on right now. Actually, you know what? Actually, what we could do, we could go ahead and level that out. That's pretty, it's pretty bumpy through there. I definitely don't want this thing to get stuck up here. Alright, so that's not really doing nothing. So let me get it on a little bit lower. I know it's a little dark there on screen. Let me just do this one little thing here, and then I'll move it back over and we'll see if I can. There we go. We're whoops. Guess it's going to need to be a little bit lower. There we go. Now she's leveling. So we'll push all of this dirt right here into the side here. Now it will dissipate and disappear. You know, once you get it up there to the end, and then you just back up. And we'll take this next one and we'll do the same thing with it. You can kind of see that perfect kind of. Perfect level. Only problem is the thing doesn't have any backlights, so you can't see anything behind you, which is kind of it needs a backlight. It definitely needs one of those. Because yeah, like that, you can't see what you're doing. So that push it right into there. Alright, so that's perfectly smooth. That's perfect. That's going to be nice. We're living on a prayer here, hoping that we don't mess that up. Alright, so let's get this guy out of the way. Word of advice, always lift your bucket up, just in case. Alright, so now we got that smoothed out. Let's go ahead. I'm going to run back and let's make it daylight. Oh, on solid ground. Ah, there you go. Yeah, watch out for hoes. Alright, going to sleep up until dawn. Hey, what's up, Rogelio Cross Country? How are you, man? Hey, what's up, Neb? Nah, man, never too late. Never too late. What's up? What's up, King? Is that Maorium? Maybe? I hope I said that right. What's up all the way in New Zealand, man? Well, what's up all the way in North Carolina here in the States? Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for coming out and watching a little bit of a Gold Rush live stream. This has been fun. I've thoroughly enjoyed this game, and I really... Oh, we got a couple of spikes out here. This is probably not going to be good. I hope you guys are enjoying as much as I am playing. Conceptual game to this is just absolutely is great. I love it. So I can't wait to see more of what they do and more of what they update, and it's gonna be good. At least I hope it is. All right. So what I'm going to do, if I can get around here without falling in. So I am going to put it right here. Not too close, but I'm going to dig off of this front corner, and then I'm going to turn to the left here, and we're going to dump it basically where all those little ripples and waves are. We're going to dump it down there, and that's where we're going to kind of use that as our new load in for the next part of our dirt cleanup here. So we'll lock your stuff down here, and let's get to digging. Now, you don't have to, as already been explained before, you don't have to dig with the excavator if you don't want to. The front end loader will do it for you. So if you're on a if you're on a keyboard, I kind of think, the more I think about it now, it might have been the reason why they did it was because keyboard guys, maybe using the more complicated controls for this was a little much. So I decided, hey, what we'll do, we'll offer joystick support, but if not, we'll give them an option to say you can use the front end loader if you want to. And that way you can do it, but you don't have to get into the complexity of the controls of trying to use because this is easy because I've got both thumbsticks. Plus it's very similar to what we use with Farm Sim. So it kind of just walked right in over the other, and it was pretty easy to pick up. Yeah, Joe, I figured that one out. I was like, why does this thing keep falling over? I just like it because you can make a pile pretty quick. Now, this is where multiplayer would obviously come into. This is where it would obviously come in, where it's like, yeah, it would be nice to have someone down here loading this up and taking it as I'm digging, and I could just keep moving back, just keep on putting dirt out there. People could just keep on running it to the plant. That part of it would be really nice. So all right, there we go. Yep, dump truck, absolutely. And like I said earlier, we wind up hashing out the same things, because I think the more we get, and I hope you guys are okay with that, we do hash out the same stuff because it's the same stuff that would really take this game to, the next tier, because we've got some decent concepts here. It's just like we need an area that we can load all of the pay dirt with the dump truck near the wash plant, more so than at the very bottom of the hill down here in the claim. That's kind of the only thing with me. I'm like, man, that's what we really need, because if you had that on there, that would give you the availability to be able to load and dump up there right next to it, and then use the excavator. Because if I could use the excavator, man, I could just boom, 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 boom. Wheel loader, man, just takes so much time. So yeah, I'm with you guys. I'm the rock truck, dump truck. I think that's next. The driller, unless the concept of the driller, and they're really going to have the things what they say they want with true RNG gold, or gold that is random, but the claim itself is random. So, you know, maybe say what your friend says, oh, we're digging here, man, I got rich there. You go dig there, there's absolutely nothing there. So I think that kind of RNG is what they're talking about, where the game itself is not programmed to leave everything in its own entity in its original place. So that will be interesting to see if it works and see if it's well executed. Yeah, this thing's got it's got a little bit of both. There's some things that are good, some that aren't so good. It may, Keith. I don't even know if it'll work that way. We can certainly try it, but I mean, you still got to get out of the excavator, then come down here and hop in that. So I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know that it's necessarily any quicker from a time perspective. It may feel quicker, but I mean, honestly, by the time you get up here and get everything turned back on and start running dirt, you might as well go in and put you a big old slab of dirt there for you to pick up, run. I don't know, 4, 5, 6 loads or so. I mean, how many ever you can get up there. Redneck from Tennessee, awesome. Yeah, they still do, Joel. I mean, I think they know that. Yeah, the game itself, yeah, it was cheap enough. I mean, for $20, I mean, I've seen games out there way worse than $20, where you just kind of sit there and go, I can't believe they're making $20 again. 25 or $30 a game on this. But that's with everything. All right, thank you there, Optimal. Appreciate that, bud. Always good to see you here, and we'll see you in the next live stream, buddy. Hey, what's up, Brent? How are you? Obercron. Sold Manatoni at the plant yet? Have to park the Manatoni trailer at the plant on the scale there to get the cat. Yes. The little grate with like the caution tape around it. Yes. We did that just to test it to make sure if we did that on the live stream it would actually work, and it did. So. Oh, it's CH. Oh, wait a minute. So, haha. So, oh man. So, yeah, CH. You must be, yeah. Now I'm sweating. I'm looking at all these winky faces and stuff. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, well, that's awesome. Well, welcome there, CH. Man, I totally no idea. Now I'm blushing, and I'm like, wow, this is an opportunity to. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the content. I don't even know what else to say now. This is awesome, man. No need to sweat. Well, awesome, man. Well, I don't know if chat's even figured it out, man. Hey, what's up, sweet? Welcome back, bud. Well, I think, guys, we're somewhere around 17% on the buckets. The last one I looked at, so hopefully, I know our moss will be a little bit higher than that. So we're definitely making quicker progress. We've not moved as much dirt into the plant today as we did in that other 3-hour stream. What are we at to now? 145, it's not too bad. So yeah, we're kind of looking. Joseph Inning, what's up, man? Thank you for your subscription, as always, guys. Wait a minute. Yes, I did. I'm not sure what you mean, Def. You'll have to let me know, Def. I'm not sure what it was. Don't get my attention. Bug-wise, okay, oh, here, perfect. Because these are the things I've noticed, because I've been really involved with the movement of terrain. So I wanted to know if the bulldozer from the day one got some updates that were kind of like ghost updates. That were some things that I saw. Now Now this is I think just probably something I've seen it, but it is something that we've talked about. The little spires of dirt that come up from just the terrain deformation. It's not really a bug, but it's an aggravation that that the tires don't help add some blending or smoothing to the natural terrain deformation. But I'm just curious if the bulldozer got some work over. I know the front end loader did, and I actually like the front end loader now. It's a lot better than it was. I think that's really nice. So. Yeah, I mean, gosh, man, it's the bugs. I don't really know that I see anything major. I mean, I hate to say it would be small stuff, but honestly, it's more the big operational things. That's really what I point my hat to. There's always going to be bugs, especially when you've got such, such a detailed, a detail-oriented game like this, where you've got things that are actually moving and not just kind of automatically happening. So I mean, I get that aspect of it. There's always going to be tweaks and things here and there that you need to do. So I understand that. Oh well, that would be. Hey, what's up, Cord? How are you, man? Oh, you knew? Okay. Hey, what's up, Henrik? How are you? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, and so CH, this would be a perfect question. We've been talking about this all night, so I think you can see that everyone is like extremely stoked to see some new content and a new vehicle, maybe aka the rock truck sometime. So the one cool thing that I think that we're all kind of wondering, and if you don't want to say, don't feel pressure to say, guys, don't pressure them to say. I'm just curious as to whether or not the rock truck will have the possibility to be able to dump near to the wash plant, or if we'll still have to dump, maybe say off to where the actual terrain is. Like we said this earlier in stream, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense if you're on the other side of the claim to be able to bring that closer and then still have to drop it in the terrain. But definitely, being able to say maybe dig here, will there be some kind of an option to do that? It's just curious. If you don't want to say, don't feel pressure to. It's just a question I think has been kind of on our minds, just as we've been kind of moving dirt back and forth to the plant and that kind of thing. Yeah, definitely, yes. Well, I know, and honestly, I don't want to say that's absolutely fantastic, but I mean it is tough, and that's why no one else has done it. So everyone else looked at it. Cattle and Crops was a game that came out farm sim wise that started to do it, but they're doing more of a surface terrain deformation. Farming Simulator 17 was going to come in and they were going to look at it. Maybe by 19 they may pull it in. The only one that I know that ever messed with terrain deformation was Machine World 2. And I think Machine World 2 they still had issues with it, but I still saw the same things out of Machine World 2 that some of the same problems you guys are facing as well. So yeah, I have no doubt that it's tough, man. So kudos for you guys to actually tackle it and try to bring it to your submission. You're doing a good job with it. I mean, I know you're probably like, I had no idea this game would take off, but man, y'all's Kickstarter was ridiculous. Back in the project, I mean, just seeing all those guys come out in droves, it's impressive. So good job, friend. Yes. Yep, absolutely, Raptor. Absolutely. Hey, what's up, Martin? How are you? We'll go down here and at least see what our pay is down here. See at least what percentage we're at now. And Larry Hargrove, thank you for your subscription, bud. Appreciate you arriving into the stream right on time. Thank you for that, buddy. Appreciate that. You thought it would be a slow growth. Well, it didn't. I mean, the show itself, the Gold Rush show is huge anyway, especially anybody that likes it. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Hey, Joe Berrien, appreciate that super chat, buddy. I have piles on the non-diggable. Oh, try it. Huh. Well, that is interesting. Where do you got them there, Joe? Oh, well, I mean, now, hey, this is my own humble opinion. Take this for what it's worth, Mikolai. The one thing that I was thinking was like just a patch, just like a small area, something that could be able to be piled up. It wouldn't have to be anything big, because I'm sure someone will want to abuse it. But oh no. Oh, sometimes this happens. We'll have to reset the track, reset it. There it goes. There we go. Now we're good. Well, that's kind of what I was thinking, and I mean, it's just an idea. I mean, y'all are the masterminds behind it, but so what I like doing and what I've done on this claim is keeping a very short, shallow, diggable surface. So even if someone dug it, they're only going to get like a scoop or two out of it, but it's something that you could load. And I'm just thinking from the dump truck perspective, you could use the excavator to dump or shovel out into the rock truck, take the rock truck up to the wash plant and dump it out, and then you could load with a front end loader, or you could load with the excavator if you wanted to. And that way, even once you got to the ground, it's not like you're going to go like into a hole. It's still relatively short, but it still is able to keep the dirt there. I don't know. It's just an idea. I don't know what that it takes to write that into the game. I mean, like I said, it's just an idea. So take it as such. I'm grateful for the opportunity to even get to talk to you guys. So that's I appreciate y'all coming in, and that's sweet. That has definitely made my night. My wife she usually doesn't say anything when I wake up in the morning, and she's like, "So how was it last night?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it was pretty good. We put on a lot of subs, and she'll wake up tomorrow and they'll be like, 'Well, how'd things go?' I'm like, 'Well, it went pretty good. Had a developer in there, so yeah, it was a good day.'" She was like, "Oh, wow, look at you." I feel like I'm some kid that, my mom said, "Well, way to go, son." She cheerleads enough. She lets me do it, so she indulges my gaming. Yeah, so there we go. Oh, nice, man. 136, sweet, dude. That's awesome. Well, hey to anybody out there, especially if you're brand new, never been on the channel before, go ahead and say hey and chat if you want to. Just do the thing. Thanks. There you go, man. Yes, you guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. We've even got a couple of, extremely special guests here. I mean, come on, this is the place to be tonight. We've got devs from the Gold Rush game here, plus we've got Raptor himself here, and a big old group here in chat. So this is definitely on Sunday night. Well, we actually are on a Monday morning. Yeah, this is the place to be. So you guys are in the right place. So thank y'all for coming in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks, Raptor, for hanging out for a little bit as well. Much appreciated, friend. And same to you, CH. Glad to have an opportunity to connect with you guys. It's awesome. I'll take out the trash trucks. No, Ryan. What's going to be next is the dog's going to trot by and go, hey, man, I need to go ahead and drop a log right quick. If you could hurry that up, that'd be great. Thanks. Thank you there, Wills. Oh, I told you where. Lumberjack shirt. All right, yeah. All right. Some more def. I'll do it tomorrow. I totally forgot, man. I totally forgot. All right, so I'm gonna get up a couple more. Whoops. Get a couple more loads here, and then what I'm gonna do is we're gonna maybe pull a little bit more off of the excavator and pile that up, just so I don't have to keep scraping up against the ground. And then we'll roll up here to the plant one more time, and sometime we'll look at a really quick cleanup here. Somewhat. Hopefully it'll be quick. We gotten pretty good at it. Active at starter area in the mobile wash message from. Oh yeah. Who's in here for? Well, that's CH, and I think it's Mikolaj, maybe, or Mikolaj. Probably completely immortalizing his name, but yes, that's one of the devs there. So come in, checking out the stream, and talking with everybody here, and getting some ideas and bug reports, and just just checking stuff out. I love it when developers do that. Some people hate it when devs come and try to come in and do stuff like that, and but I think it's great. It shows that there's a great care to the game. It shows that they really want to make it better. We talk about it, and we have been talking about it here for the past 7-8 episodes, just little things here and there, and like say, hey, an idea would be this. Hey, if I ever had the opportunity, I would love to do this. Well, it's great because every now and then those guys give you an opportunity to do that. So, so thank you, CH. I appreciate you coming in and checking the stream out and saying hey and subbing. That's man. That's big old there. That's big old. So thank you. Appreciate that. Well, thank you there, Mountains, Mines, and Minerals. Perfect name for the occasion in the game. All right, so let's do this. Let's go ahead. Let's dig some more in the old excavator. I love this thing. This is my favorite. He goes, I can't type, buddy. No, but there's something else you can type in. It's just the same. A dump truck? I don't know if we can add the dump truck. Yeah, it's coming, guys. We kind of already know those kind of things. Don't hound them on the regular stuff. Well, and even that, Shane, I still won't push this stuff. It was all there available for people to use, and especially if you didn't have the time. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to that, I just didn't want it to ruin for someone else, because there was a game that I played a while back, and honestly, when I did Farming Simulator, and this is the honest truth, when I first started playing Farming Simulator, we didn't have a money cheat on the console side. Now PC, someone immediately wrote a mod just like that. Boom, money, $1 billion, $2 billion, $100 billion. Hey, look at all these great mods. Well, we had the mods and started getting mods of consoles, but we didn't have any kind of a money cheat, and we kind of had a workaround. But then Giants, the developers, took all that away. So, but the thing about it was, when we figured out what the money cheat was, it literally ruined the game for me, and I didn't want to know. I just happened to hit it by accident. So that's kind of why my decision on not pushing any of the money cheats and all that stuff, even though we used it to go ahead and get into tier 2 and 3 and be able to test and try everything out, which was absolutely fantastic. People got mad at that, but that was my main reason behind that. I just wanted to be able to enjoy, and I wanted people to be able to enjoy without coming on to the stream and then hearing what the cheats were, in case they didn't want to hear them. So that's all that was. So I appreciate you guys not hounding me over with those. That was good. It's not like you couldn't find it elsewhere. So all right. So we're pretty much taking away this shelf here. Now, we leveled this thing up with the bulldozer. Got it all leveled out. Got everything taken care of. So we've got, just for those that are joining, once we do this, I'll just do a really quick here. Just a little walk around here of what we have done, because I want to show you what I'm thinking about here for future updates and releases here with Gold Rush the game. And just kind of think of what my mind was thinking when we started messing with the bulldozer, getting that thing out of the dusting off the cobwebs there and getting that thing out and getting it working. Let's get us a couple more shovels out here. almost full there. There we go. Look at console peasants. Yeah, they always will. Back in my day. Well, mainly because I'm not using a keyboard there, Ghost. I'm using the PS4 controller, which works great. It's natively just kind of everything locks up and everything assigns to a default. Now, you can assign that stuff outside, but that's part of the reason. I mean, once you get the thumbs going, it's really easy to control the arms because it's more like having dual joysticks. If you were running a real excavator, it would work the same way, a Bobcat. Every single one of them have the same thing. So yeah, I mean, that's the only reason. A keyboard, yeah, I've seen the keyboard controls and even did it myself, just kind of doing a little bit of testing. It ain't easy, man. It is not easy. You could probably get away with the wheel loader, the bulldozer, because those are generally, you know, more of leveling stuff. But yeah, when you get into this kind of stuff, yeah, this can get a little dicey. All right, there is a good little mound of dirt there. So let's we'll set our bucket off to the side. Actually, let's get rid of this thing if we can. There we go. Good deal. All right, so we'll set our bucket down there. There we go. All right, we'll take, for those that are just joining us here, we'll just take us a little walk around the park here. So we basically created 2 or 3 tiers. Now, I've still got this one. I started working on this one, but I keep pushing dirt over into this one. So I think what I'm going to do is wait. So what I wanted was, you know, you kind of see these like the rock mines, gravel, not gravel, but granite quarry mines, those kind of things. So once we put those things together, what I wanted to do was have one small loop around this main center plateau. So we can still get up here, dig this out, and then be able to use rock trucks, dump trucks, that's what I was thinking, to put our stuff in there and use the excavator to load straight into that. And then the other one was the second tier, was the same thing. So we got a second tier here that we could pull off and dig this way once we got to a certain point, or if we were over on this side and digging the road, basically digging it out, we could use this road right down here as our main thoroughfare for it as well. And then I would have an exit out to the top of this other plateau. So we've got a ramp that I'm not totally finished with it yet, but we had a ramp goes all the way up here to the back, and then it's going to come this way and then empty out. Now, this plateau, we already came up here and did like a little bulldozer tutorial and basically flattened and leveled this whole thing out. We even looked at the rippers. And then, so what my next point was going to be bringing a road across this side over here. So once we brought a road here, we did connect it here. So we'd have almost a complete tier layered setup here for our mine. So not necessarily Gold Rush and the gold stuff doesn't do this way, but this claim is perfect, like an inverted bowl shape. So it had this perfect idea here to be able to utilize this and utilize these multiple cuts. So if you're able to get the excavator in and be able to create a road or create a flat place that you can drive it up on, then you could still just dig that cut all the way out, load it up in your rock truck, and then drive it all the way back around and then back up to the plant. So that's kind of the whole idea. I'm thinking, you know, update-wise, this will be a really cool thing to do. So, well, there you go. Awesome. You guys are getting first info right there, man. Yeah, that was a regular one there, Gold Wolf. It's just a letting you know that it's just letting you know that it's there. So yeah, he's already said the multiplayer is going to be a complete rewrite. So they surveyed a bunch of people in the community early on, at least what I remember. They surveyed everybody that wanted to have a clue in as to what wanted. People wanted a console release over wanting multiplayer release, I believe. CH, you can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I'm thinking that's why they went that route, because everyone wanted console versus multiplayer. Going to do rush hour. Yes, I'm right. All right, good. All right. Well, good. At least I'm giving everybody true information. Because we can still get that question. Um, why we don't have it or why it's not there, that kind of thing. So, and you got to understand too, guys. We're used to, especially if you're on console markets, you're used to big stuff, big titles, EA Sports, and you're talking about multi-million-dollar distribution and development companies. Whether it's Tom Clancy's series, whether it's any of these other ones that do Call of Duties, you're talking about guys that are able to put big stuff together. When it comes to this, this is totally different. Didn't have as big of a team on there, so they had to. Like I said, they had no idea all this stuff was coming, and they wanted to make sure that whatever they did put out, though, was solid and quality. So they don't have a huge team working. I'm thinking it was 5 people is what they said. Don Hoffman, appreciate your sub. As always, guys. And don't forget, I know we've been talking to the developers and Raptors in here hanging out with us as well, and just a lot of awesome guys here in chat, just chatting it up like crazy. A bunch of chatty Cathys in here clucking around like a bunch of chickens. I'm just giving y'all grief. It's good. This is awesome. But anyway, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. We're going to continue to keep running dirt here and continue with this Gold Rush series as well. So keep that stuff going. And thank you there, just like Q Clarkson. Appreciate that, man. And yes, guys. So everyone, say hey if you want to. Don't spam him. I mean, be respectful. But Mr. CH here is one of the devs here from the game, and obviously big checkmark man, Mr. Raptor. So thank y'all for coming in again, just publicly from me and all the guys here. It's quite a treat to have you and host you guys here in stream. So thanks for coming in. Hey, what's up, Q? How are you, buddy? Keith Lord, is that Triet? Like a show, mate? Well, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yes, this has turned into be something totally I wasn't even unexpected on this. What we had to time-wise? Oh, 2 hours. All right. So cool. All right. So let you guys know we're still going to do our little. We're going to do a little giveaway there at the end with some of these awesome backgrounds and some of the stuff we got there that we've been showcasing there as a part of the like the intro screens and stuff. So we're going to run that again, do a gold total, so we get everyone to guess a number. We'll try to do a gold cleanup. So thank you there, Andrew Rippy. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. So we're going to do a little guessing game there at the end. So we'll do a little gold clean out. Whatever percentage we're at, we'll clean it up. And then we will get you guys to guess closest to the gold amount. And you'll email me, and I'll send you a special little prize there in the emails. Awesome. It's going to be cool. I'll shut up if you make a file. Well, see, now that's one of those things now. I could actually... can you enter? Yeah, of course you can. You probably already have the prize that I'm going to give away, though. Don't make a new pile, make money. And Joe, you don't have to give me any more super chats. I will literally, when we get done with stream, I will try to make a pile. Yeah, I know, man. It's great, dude. Well, it kind of helps, We got a lot of guys, too, that come in and are like, hey, that glorious face cam. Yeah, I can assure you, Nev, it's probably not because of my face cam, bro. But thanks for the compliment, man. Yeah, I doubt it was the face cam. You wanted to see it happen. I'll try it. I'll try it outside, Joe. I want to try to keep things moving as quick as I can, if I can. If I want to see the full stream, I got to wake up at 4. Well, uh-oh. Must have dropped a little bit there. There we go. Running out of fuel, Rollblacks? Yeah, maybe not. Would be happy to see it as well. Okay. All right, all right, all right, Joe. You win. You win, Joe. It's better now, Sheldon. I don't have. We clean out this new magnetite ATM at the moment. Well, I don't use the magnetite necessarily when you got the duplex jig down there. I mean, you can use the magnet. I mean, that's kind of. I mean, I use the magnetite with tier 2. I'm kind of under the assumption that you don't really necessarily need the magnetite unless you want to produce a secondary, secondary substance that you can sell. I mean, maybe CH could elaborate on that just a little bit. If it works better to have it, then fine. But usually I wash the miner's moss out. We pull our 2 buckets up that are gold-rich material from the duplex jig, and then we run those through the wave table and collect the gold off of that way instead of doing double magnetite. But no steering wheel. They're roadblocks. 709. There you go, Corey. Oh yeah, the Navis. Oh yeah, you're probably right, dude. Yeah, you're right, man. There you go. That's what I thought. And Nick, thank you, man. Appreciate the subscription as always, guys. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. It was there just for sale. So if you want to make that extra profit with selling the magnetite, which is over there by the Arnold claim, then you can do so. But I know those guys, even in the Gold Rush, they don't ever use run it through magnetite or any kind of other separation besides their main sluices. And then the duplex jig really does a lot of the work to clean off a lot of the thicker sands and dirts and that kind of thing, and then they'll refine that even more before they do it on the wave table. Henrik, willkommen im livestream. Oh, yeah. Well, that makes sense. All right, tell you what. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and let's make it daytime, because I know on stream it gets a little dark. So we'll make it daytime. Yeah, at least would be cool. That's I guess to make the finance of that work out, that makes a lot, makes a big difference. See, what was I going? I was going to do something. What was I going to do? I had it in my mind, and then someone said lease, and I totally forgot what I was going to do. Dadgum. Never mind. So LOL, man. Yeah, it's about what I feel like saying. Well, LOL. Alright, so we're at 30s, 30%'s there on our mosses, so they're getting up there. Maybe it'll come back to me. Maybe it'll come back. Baby, come back. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Davis. Yeah, there it was. I was going to reassign that worker to the other claim. I'd put him on my claim in the shaker, and I forgot you really can't do that. You have to put him on the other claims. So we're basically paying for him. We're just not, doing anything with him. So we'll go into our gold cleanup tent there with the Hoffmans. All right, so we'll go down to workers, and we'll see which one. This guy right here, Rivertown. We need to reassign him out to. So there's empty. Oh, we do have the hog pen over there. We'll see if we can put him in Pine Valley. I might just have to fire this guy, because yeah, that's the best thing, because I've got Pine Valley Shaker here. And then we got the other guys on the excavator, so that's fine. We'll just go ahead and cut the other guy out of it. So there you go. Oh, 30 ounce. Yeah, well, I mean, I get it. You're always going to have your naturalists, your realists that have hours upon hours to shovel. You might could do a 15 ounce nugget, something that kind of that kind of gives you a jump into getting like your first piece of like a big equipment, like your first excavator or something like that. But I mean, I don't know. I don't necessarily have a problem with 40-ounce nugget, because I mean, even if you start at tier 2, it's going to get you a start, but you're not going to get that far into it. But I can understand, people. People want to work for what they have in a sense. All right, Joe says pile. All right, so Joe, right now he's going to forget. Not with you donating $6. All right, so you tell me, which side of the wash plant did you pile the dirt into? Ghost says, I like nuts. He's probably Todd. Yeah, that's good. What the frig, man? What the frig? Hey, what's up, Seth? I'm good, man. Those are random nugs. Make some time to show up, so patient? Yeah, he better not. I will flip out if he shows up. But he did really good this Friday, though. He beat Parker. Everybody likes gold, man. Hey, what's up, Brian? How are you? I was reading chat here. I'm waiting on Joe. Tell me which one you just tested anywhere. All right. Well, we threw a bunch of stuff. So anywhere near the wash plant. All right. So Joe says you can actually. Okay. I'm gonna put right here. So what I'm curious is are we talking like a couple of piles in there? Might take a bucket or two. All right. Might take a bucket or two. Oh, Brian's just quiet. Yeah. All right. Well, no spoiler alerts for Brian. You hadn't seen it yet. Go watch your DVR. Set it to play so we can talk about it. I know. See, the CH got it right. I'm throwing thousands of ounces of gold are just going out. There went a nugget right there. It's laying on the ground. Somebody go pick it up. Hurry. So Joe, and in Joe's defense, I think I know what he's talking about. Well, maybe I do. So every single piece of, like this right here, has got a certain amount of underlaid terrain where this stops. So I'm thinking what you're thinking. Which claim was it on? Was it on this claim? I could see it maybe more on Pine Valley than, say, this one, to be honest with you. Looking like I was wrong. You can't have your $6 track. Well, see, well, yeah, you can dump it on pay dirt. I mean, I could take a bucket load here, and as long as you're within the boundaries of the taped off staked area there, you can dump it anywhere. I mean, you can pick it up, dump it, wherever you want to. It's just a question of, and I think I'm gonna need to bring the bulldozer down here. I think I'm getting a little too Ripley down here. So CH, the only thing, this is literally the only thing I really have a problem with right now. Is still like sometimes was the tires on, especially the front loader, being able to get over terrain. Relatively small humps. It's better than it was. That's still, for me, that's still one of those little sticking points. But I'm not sure what you guys have in store for that, or fixes maybe along in the line. It's pretty good. It's better than it was. I think it got a little bit of a power boost on the climbing up hills and stuff, which was good. I think it's entirely noticeable. But just maybe if it's over the terrain deformation. But like I said, you guys are the mastermind of that, so I don't know whether or not that's an easy task or an easy undertaking. Well, there goes your $6. Brian with the jab. Oh, you're on Arnold. Okay. All right. Well, that might be in. May have been. Takes a lot of buckets. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, so where the dirt's actually going dumped on, yeah, kinda, Neb, a little bit. Basically, I don't. Sometimes you can see it when you get really close up here to them. Sometimes you can see it bleed through. I don't know if it's like a graphical glitch. I haven't really seen it today, ironically. Sometimes you'll see it poke through, and other times, like right now, you won't. But anyway, sometimes you can see through this. It'll kind of like blank out in front of you. So that's usually where you can see where the actual terrain goes. So I mean, my assumption, I mean, I still don't know how that works because there's nothing underneath that. Like, this is the boundary layer, or at least I assume so. That's why I never really tried dumping anything by the wash plant, because I just figured, you know, from a code-wise, it wouldn't work. Just disappear. That's kind of what we did in the beginning, CH. We kind of just cleaned up some of this area, and I just basically dug it off and then just dumped it on the outside because I assumed it was just erasing it, which I guess it now seems like that's what it was doing. Oh. Whoop. Uh-oh. There we go. I can't really believe it. Actually, we have run quite a bit of dirt tonight, actually. I'm kind of surprised. Like, I guess having everything set up, usually we have... Well, thank you there, Joe, man. Tip of the hat to you. That's the totally unnecessary. Greatly appreciated, though, bud. Yeah, totally unnecessary. It's all right, man. I appreciate that. That's awesome, you guys' support, man. It's yeah. CH, I'll be honest, man. I know Gold Rush has been great for you guys, but Gold Rush has been game changer for me just as a live streamer. It's been absolutely fantastic. So it's going well on all fronts for everybody with that game. It's just been it's been a game changer. Well, that's kind of what I thought, Neb. I think that's what he was kind of getting at. But yeah, if you ever see. Sometimes in these videos you'll see where it'll do that. It's like it'll flicker where you can see through the hill, and when it does that, that's kind of what I've noticed on that a few times. So that's where I've only said that this we are on the boundary layer now, because we really can't go any deeper than this. It is what it is here. It's you can't go anymore. How would you do there, Brian? Hey, what's up, Brandon? Well, welcome to first stream. Thank you, buddy. Anybody else out there that this is your first stream, go ahead and let me know here in chat. Just say, hey, what's up? First stream, enjoying it. Hey, first stream, I'm having a terrible time. Whatever, doesn't matter. Throw something up there in chat. Let everybody know you're here. Own your opinion. Not really. I'm just, you know, it's fine. You don't have to say anything, but please do if you want to, and hit that subscribe button. If you want to as well. Don't forget to like this video. Let's get this video big time likes up. I mean, it's I should be having chat roll across here, but maybe it's a good thing. We've got two special guests in here. Raptor's been hanging out with us some today, and all of our sponsors are hanging in. And Defo, get a pink lumber. I don't have pink. I've got red and blue, and more red, and then blue. And Nick T's going, what? No. So, and then we've got one of the developers here for Gold Rush, the game in stream. So, a special tip of the hat, and an FTG, thank you there, buddy, for coming in and hanging out with us tonight. That is, it's been a lot of fun. So there's another rival. Brandon's coming in here. He is lickety split on the runway coming into the stream. And thank you there, Def. I appreciate it, buddy, as always. And Def's just now getting into streaming himself, so. Well, I guess he's been inspired by all the good guys around him. He's got some stuff going, so be anxious to see what Mr. Def does here in the future. He's a really good guy. He's a really good guy. He's part of a rat pack as well, so I will say this. A lot of you guys know that I do come from console land, but I do also have gotten my PC start. Came in here with the Rat Pack, so a lot of these guys have become really good friends of mine and guys that I talk to on a regular basis. Mansoor is always in here. He's always comes in, says hey, and kind of sits on the background and just kind of checks everything out. So him and Nick T does a lot of graphic work for me, and Raptor just really works himself to death and does a really great job. And Ryan's been with me. Mike, I see him in here. We've got a lot of our sponsors are in here, and even Raptor himself. So he's come in. He's thrown a lot of support my way. So a big thank you to you as well there, bud. I'm happy and proud that I can call him a friend. He's always looking to help the channel out whenever he can. He's always looking to do whatever he can to a lot of the gamers that come in and just are somebody, want to be a part of what's going on. So it's awesome to see you guys in chat. It's awesome to see you guys come and support me. That means probably more than any of it. So I know it's a dog eat world here in YouTube land. So it makes it even more special when you guys want to come out and see someone succeed. So very much a big thank you goes out to all you guys. Oh yeah, no problem there, Def. Oh, nice. Nice, that's awesome, man. Not be the last. Y'all are getting first-hand info right now, man. First-hand info. You're not going to even get it anywhere else. That's awesome. Well, I'll have to remember all that stuff, so when guys come into live streams later on and you're not here, I'll be able to tell them, like, oh yeah, we heard it straight from the guy himself. That's it, man, or their plans for multiplayer. As always. Alright, so I had to break the bulldozer down to bring it down. Don't go all Halo 2 on us. Oh, come on there, Joe. Oh, man. PS4, Keith. PS3, I guess PS3 remote to work, PS4, Xbox. I mean, whatever you got that's that can be used as a USB device, it will work. You can use regular joysticks. You can use steering wheels. As long as it's got, you know, the USB and buttons encoding and axis encoding, then you're good to go. Now, I personally like the controller's really good to make quick work of the excavator. You know, front end loaders. I mean, I could definitely see, you know, having a steering wheel hookup and having multiple setups, but you know, the controller's good. It's kind of the catch-all for everything. It works out well. Oh, nice. Well, I know you got the one up there, so I'll be excited to see what your second ideas are, man. That's awesome. I'm glad we've all been talking, and I don't mind saying this here in front of CH, but you know, we've all been talking here in live streams here recently. Just hoping that, you know, typically what tends to happen is the success of these games, especially from your more, y'all aren't really, I wouldn't necessarily call y'all an indie developer. Of course, maybe I will, but maybe a more of an unknown developer. Looks like I might have to go. Uh-oh. Come on, baby. Hang on. See if we can get out of our rut here. Uh-oh. I was kind of afraid of that, and I went ahead and pushed it on in there thinking, oh, well, I get out of there. We still might, though. Hey, there we go. Look at there. So anyway, we've been just talking about, you know, just future success of the games, future success of this game, really just kind of hinging on the concept and the great concept you guys have built with the game so far, because I think that's why it's successful. I mean, you know, Gold Rush, the show, is pretty successful, but it's successful because it's you know, the concept of it is really cool. Whether it's the heavy, you know, the heavy stuff, that's the same as people feel about Las Vegas. But I think the cool thing is we're seeing a little bit of a snapshot into just development plan, release plan, what you guys have in store. And, you know, so many times nowadays games get expensive and people, you know, they want to see what future development looks like in the game. So I'm glad you guys here in chat are getting a chance to take all this in and see firsthand you know what it is, because now when your buddies are like, yeah, man, I wonder what they're going, they're probably not going to do this. You can say, oh no, man, I was in FTG's chat the other night and the Dev was in there, and yeah, he said they were straight up going to do it. So I mean, that's that's the cool thing about it, being able to make appearances like that. It gives you a chance to be able to ask those things that you've been thinking about. Like, yeah, this success of the game depends on having a little bit extra depth in certain areas, and from what it sounds like tonight, man, you guys are adding it, and you're going to be putting it in. So I cannot wait to see what you guys get cracking with. It's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Nice, 5 guys. That's impressive. Oh, very nice, CH. Very nice. Strato, yeah. Yeah, anything. I mean, mine can be wireless. Like, I kind of always say this because people always ask, but I've got a PS4. This is the stick device that you can download, not download, but you can buy this, I think, off PlayStation. It is PlayStation branded, but it's basically a USB stick device that allows you to wirelessly connect your controller up to the your computer. It does have the USB drivers and stuff already in this. So what I found out was that after I did that, I can actually take this out of the base of my computer and just use the charging cable that came with it. So that wires over into a USB slot, a US 3.1 slot, and it's good. So I never have to worry about it going out. It's not like I need it wireless to go running all over the house with it. So everything's right here, and it stays charged, and I don't have to worry about it. So I mean, that's another option as well, not just the stick wireless. But if you want the PS4s to work, you have to have this. It's not not just gonna kind of work right out of the box. At least mine didn't. So I'm not sure. Maybe if framework I needed to update or something, or maybe I'm a trick that I wasn't aware of. But that's what I had to buy for mine to work. Now I think Xbox works natively out of the box, but someone that's maybe messed with Xbox controllers could better direct me on that one. Whoops, I don't go too far. About took our bulldozer out. I mean, our excavator. I was really just trying to get somewhere really close here to, trying to get somewhere close to about 50%. I at least wanted to get that far. And then we'll fire a worker so that we can do a gold tally. Oh, very good, CH. Well, I think, paid DLC, if it's worth the money to pay it, people are going to pay it. I mean, I've spent my share of DLC that probably did not need to be bought, and I've certainly done that. So yeah, I mean, if it's worth having to pay the extra couple of bucks for it, then by all means, man. Hey, thank you there, Kate. Appreciate it. Oh, there you go, guys. So there's the little, and I don't know if this is a bug, CH, but it's something that I've actually kind of used as a tool, because now you can kind of see how deep. So we're literally at the very bottom of the base, but you can see on the other side it goes a little bit deeper. So it's not like once you get up here on the claim, all this is here, and then it's just literally level flat. I mean, there are deeper spots. So even the terrain that's on top, there's still terrain on the bottom. So it only happens when you get like really close and almost like a texture clashes in there, but not a big deal. I actually use it to my advantage. Let's see if we can hop up somewhere up here. It may just be, well, X52 Satex, so you may want to go look on their site and see if you need to update drivers. Typically with Satex stuff, all their stuff needs updated drivers. It's ridiculous. It's all the time. It's all the time something. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's pull this guy down a little bit. And we're going to have to go the other way. Yeah, texture, that's what I thought. Okay. hanging on the edge there. I'm trying not to. I think I wedged some of that terrain. I think I wedged some of it up in the track. Might have to reset it. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's see what it looks like on this side. Oh yeah, I certainly did. Well, that was my big old bad. Let's see if we can turn it this way. Yeah, I think I got that front track there. I got it when I pushed all that dirt up there. All right, well that's fine. I just wanted to get it off here anyway, so we can reset it just the same. Not a biggie. All right, so we'll reset that over there, and let's go ahead because I really at this moment don't really need that anymore. Yes. Well, understandable, CH. Understandable. And is that Sagi Ben Nam? Maybe? Well, thank you for your subscription anyway. I kind of messed that one up, so I'm sure I probably did. Alright, so let's hop in our dozer now. Here's the little tip. Here's a little secret for those guys that are watching. You kind of wondered maybe what might be, what might be out there. So, let's see. So the one big thing, and I always kind of do this stuff, especially for the first couple of streams. Go to settings, controls. Now, this is if you're using a controller. It doesn't matter which one. Going over to customize controller. Now, everything of mine is default. But the one thing that I have changed on here is I have changed the bulldozer. And that is the blade up and blade down. So instead of making it the thumbstick, which doesn't allow you to keep the same level, I've taken blade up and blade down and put it to L1 and R1, which will be LB or RB if you're on like Xbox controller, and that allows you to kind of do the both. So that way you can keep the same level no matter what. So as long as you're driving around, as long as you don't hit L1 and R1, then you are good to go. So that's what I've been using, and it works really, really well with the bulldozer. So I've had a lot of success with it. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and we're going to tear off this way. Actually, yeah, let's go this way. That's fine. What PC setup do I have? I guess, Keith, you're asking me, yeah, what PC setup? So I've got a Digital Storm PC. Well, actually, let's see if we can, hang on a second, let me see if I can go this way. Yeah, there we go. That wasn't too bad. Too bad at all. So I got a Digital Storm PC, so we're 4.8 basically, Cabby Lake, i7, 7700K, 1080 Ti, we got 32 gig RAM, liquid cooled, Corsair aftermarket performance fans. That's pretty much it. I mean, that's the big stuff. We got a 500 SSD and then a 2 terabyte storage drive. So that's our basic up-in components on it. All right, I thought that thing was it was still running. That was the wash plant was still running. All right, see the ripper. Well, I can put the ripper in action. I mean, essentially all this down here has already been ripped. So what I could do is go up to the top and rip a few things for you. I don't mind doing that. Yeah, it's a good one. I do have a video on it at the very bottom of the page. If you want to see it, mine's with Digital Storm. I ain't say anything bad about Digital Storm. But Eleanor Rapture, appreciate that. Thank you for your subscription. But I do have, if you go all the way down to the bottom of the page and you go all the way to the right, it's a streaming vlog site. I've just got one video in there. I don't, maybe with my mods, if you guys want to grab the link, if anybody wants to watch it, bookmark it. I just talk about my process that I went through there with Digital Storm, what my buying experience was, the way the computer come back. It was kind of an unboxing, but it was also a little bit of just a testimonial of just how good those guys were with my PC. I mean, it's an incredible machine, but partially just because of the way they assembled it. I mean, it's incredible. All right, so I'm gonna go find a little bit leveler spot here. Let's pull this down. So I basically want to go and push this all the way into here. So that way, once we can start pulling the rest of this, kind of smooth it out just a little bit. Now, you don't want to do too much. I mean, you don't want to go crazy, because at some point you're like a little cat and a dog here chasing your tail. So that's kind of what I was saying. As long as you keep your blade here at the same height, as long as you keep chewing off little bit by little bit here, you can for the most part, you can smooth all of this up. So I'm gonna do this a little bit on the upswing, because I can already see right here we kind of having a kind of dip in and cut into it, so that's going to pretty much ruin our chances of having any kind of smooth smooth terrain coming up out of this thing. At some point, it probably will serve me just fine to just go ahead and just literally just cut the rest of this out. But I still like to have a little bit in there, just so that once we start loading stuff on top of it, the front end loader there doesn't have any of that spiky dirt to kind of get in trouble with. So Terry Gilbert, thank you there, bud, for your subscription. Much appreciated, friend. Blade back. No, we can't back cut. You can do a ramp. It's tough, but you can do one, because I did one on the backside there. I'm just not completely finished with it. But basically, you've got to get to a level point. And then like this, you've kind of got to, you got to lift it up. See that right there? So there right there could be a ramp. Look at there, Santa Sloth. Thank you for your subscription, man. So that right there is how you can cut your ramp real quick. Now you can just rewind and see exactly what I did there. So all I really want to do is just kind of smooth around here. I don't really want to do any kind of crazy, any kind of crazy stuff there. I just want to get some of this dirt out of the way, because we're going to come back in and dig a lot of this right here, especially off of this back path here as well. So I just wanted to we had a bunch of, I guess I got something back here I'm stuck on. Oh, yep, there it was. There we go. Let's see if we can't just go ahead and give that a little, let's give that a one over. Oh yeah, there it was. There we go. So we'll just push that up there. That's fine, because I'll just cut a second. What I'm going to do is cut a second one up, because eventually this tier over here is going to be done once our excavator goes, because I think right now the plan was to be on the second tier as you're digging down. So you won't have the excavator digging out from underneath you, obviously. So that was kind of my main plan on this, was just to cut a road straight up to the top, and eventually have it, you can kind of see it there in the far distance, kind of joins up with that one and kind of continues on up. So yeah, I've got the air. I mean, these fans are good, and we got liquid cool stuff for everything else, but it's a good rig, man. They did a good job with it. And I'm happy with it. I mean, especially for what it cost and what I got. I feel like I got a good deal with it. Tech support was absolutely fantastic. Just kind of capping off there on the on that stuff. So, shout out AC940. You didn't have to do two. You didn't have to do $2 back, Joker. The shout out to AZ944 AFJROTC for Brian Opichka. There you go, man. And is that Ren Mullet or Ryan Mullet? I hope that's Ren. That's a nice name. I like Ren. And there you go. So as you continue to keep moving on things, you can just continually keep smoothing things out until you're happy with it. You can't go too far, but that's just You can with all stuff like that. All right, so if you want to see the rippers real quick, and then we're gonna start on our gold cleanup because I don't want to go too long. But let's see what we got here. There you go, man. Air Force J. Yeah, I saw that now on the AZ944 and the AF. I saw the junior ROTC. I was like, oh yeah, that's probably what that was. Rip me up, Ghost says. All right, man. Well, here you go. Yeah, okay. Well, we can. Let's do. Tell you what. Let's do. Well, it doesn't matter. I was about to say we might be able to get up there, but then I might not be able to get back down. So, rippers go down. Now, probably what I need to do, I'll tell you what, before I get into that, let me just go ahead and, is that whiskey from Rat Pack? Just curious. If it is, let me know, man. I think it is, I bet it is. Alright, so we'll pull us out a couple of nice paths here. We won't do anything crazy, but this is just a good auto leveling system of this. I like it. It's easy, it's simple, and it gets the job done. So I'm not going to go too deep into this part, because I guess you could set up a second tier from here. Just got to make sure you get on the backside here, like an episode of Cops. Yeah, it does. Yeah, and I think it's just because it's losing traction, so sometimes it keeps accessing that backup bell. It's funny though, the little things like we notice. Alright, so I have to cut that right on the edge. Yeah, because I don't want to push all that over and shrink up our road even more. So, alright, we'll leave that there. Hey, what's up, Patty? Hope you're doing well there, Patrick. Yeah, man, it's been a while since we see you here in live stream, so welcome to there, buddy. That's it, Keith. It's Justin. Y'all call me JB, Justin, FTG. What kind of answer to both? All right, so I'm gonna wind it up just one more, and then once we do, I will go ahead and we'll use the ripper up. I'll push that there. Then we'll go. So you can look at it and say, well, this could be the start of our second tier. I mean, I guess the way this thing looks right now, you could really go up to like 3. Really, you could. So, you just need to give yourself enough space, because whenever you do, you'll probably see right here once we pull this one. Once we pull this one, it'll it'll kind of bleed over the hill just a little bit, where it's kind of, where the terrain deformation kicks in. So it's got to go over and bleed a little bit. See, like that right there. You don't want to go too far with it. I hear there, Patrick. Well, good to see you, man. All right, so let's do. All right, see if this smooths it out a little bit here. All right, cool. There she goes. All right, it's pretty good there. It's not gonna get much better now. You could do one more pass. The biggest thing to keep it from bleeding over the blades is don't get too much. Don't try to go too full lane. Every time you get a width, just take a corner of it off every time, and it'll be better. So from this point, I guess you could lift your blade up. You could rip it down. Now it's gonna be bumpy on the way back. You could use excavators to dig this out, to front loaders to pick it back up, which is why we can pick all this stuff up in the front so bit, because it's got the same properties to it. So like this, you'll see it once we turn it on to daylight again, which I guess I'll go back and do. So once you got back over, you go pull another round here. Now, I mean, Some people don't like doing this because it pulls up the terrain a good bit. You know, it actually does rip it up, as you can see. It's pretty, you know, it's up there. You can pick a nickel with a forklift. I like that, man. Well, the biggest nugget was the 40 ouncer that we got there after the first ounce. That was obviously the biggest one. Tell you what, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and make it. I don't want to let time get away from me too much here. And is it Orbicron? And Orbicron's right. You can take that, grab it with front loader. Although you can grab most all of it there with front loader. All right, sounds good, Corey. Sounds good, man. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out so long tonight, man. It's really trooping it out. All right, so we're out of gas here. It's a good thing we've got our trusty gas tank here. So we're going to crank this back up. Actually, let's just see what our percentages are. We might just go ahead and start shutting some things down. So we got 30s, 50s, 40s. All right, let's do a cleanup right quick. We can do this pretty quick. I've done it many times now. So put my raincoat on. Uh-oh, Linda just got up. Oh man. So we got to go turn our water off. Oh, we're still running water. Well, tell Linda I said hey, and tell her I appreciate her, not killing you every night. You stay up and hang out with us, man. Well, thanks there, Keith. Appreciate it, buddy. It's trying to do my best. It's a lot of fun. I need to thank you guys too for coming out. Y'all are an integral part of this. You know, without chat, this is just kind of watching someone gameplay, and it's just not nearly as fun. Unless you're actually being very interactive with everybody. So, super big shout out goes out to all you guys that come and watch these streams and come hang out with me and whatever's going on. I mean, I always say, and I mean this, if you've ever live streamed or ever done that stuff, and people come watch you, do stuff because they enjoy hanging out, they enjoy the content, whatever it is, it's a humbling experience. So, people think, I've had people refer to, thinking like a rock star or something like that. I mean, I just don't. It's extremely humbling. I can definitely say that. So a big shout out goes out to all you guys. I appreciate you guys coming and watching. It does mean the world to me, and I hope that I continue to be able to stream games and stream this stuff for a really long time. So thank you guys. That's all I'll say. I was just like this if this world will be happening. No, I'm just kidding. They're like, oh boy, somebody get the Kleenexes. He's going off the deep end. Oh man, FTG United. Oh, Michael's about to lose it over there. Did deaf. That's funny, man. Well, it's okay. Not everyone likes to chat. I don't like starting conversations I can't finish, which is why I'm always like, okay, wait a minute, what was I saying? Yeah, at some point, you gotta get up and get with the program. Okay, so let's go get us. Let's see, we can do 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I was gonna get 3 buckets, but we definitely gonna need 2. So they've upped how they've stopped the where you keep washing the same mat in the bucket. So they washed that one out. So we've got a little bit. So don't put anything in chat yet. Oh yeah, we're getting that, Mike. We've got all of our buckets all stacked up in here on our shelves, like a bunch of dadgum professionals out here. Woo! All right. So what we're gonna do? I want you guys to think. Don't put anything in chat yet. Don't put anything. Don't put anything. So I'm going to fire the workers here before we start doing this. So we have a definite number that we're going to have. So we are going to be giving away to the lucky person who guesses our gold cleanup. Something I've just become, it's fun to do. It's just a little something to be a little more interactive in chat. But it's, oh, I need water. Dadgummit. So it's just a little something extra we like to do here. So all you got to do is guess the amount of ounces in our cleanup without going over. So if, let's say the other night it was 15.6. Someone literally guessed 15.6. So what you get, if you see the backgrounds, and here I can kind of show you, we got some awesome, I backed the project personally, and we got, yeah, so I'm just going to leave this here until I'm grabbing our stuff here. So you'll kind of see them rolling in the background. So all those really cool, slick backgrounds were part of our development pack we got as for backing the project. So there's some really cool stuff in there. Excavators, there's these shaker washer plants. I mean, whatever like your favorite thing is. Bulldozers in there. They've got 3 or 4 really cool, and these are all like super duper high res rendered shots here of what's up. They don't have the rock truck or anything in there like that, but they do have some of the things that will be coming in, I guess, later on. That you can see in the store. They've just got the cover on them. So if you guys win, you get to pick out a background, and I will just email that to you. It's very simple. It's not a big complicated process. I don't do complicated giveaway stuff. It's very easy. You guess the amount. You see them in the email to the business email, and I will shoot you back a little screen grab, and you have your pick. And enjoy a background for just being here in live stream. Just a little something that I can say, thanks for coming and watching and hanging out with us for a bit. So let's watch these. So be thinking about what particular one you wanna just be thinking about which one you wanna guess what gold amount. Don't put anything in chat yet. So you get to watch these once. So 3 mats a bucket. That's pretty much what it amounts to. And that I think it's where you've basically that bucket would be full now. It used to be you could wash these things multiple times. Let's just double check. Alright, so it is going to let me do one more. Yeah, and then see, it makes you stop. Alright, let me make it, let's make it full screen. Alright, there we go. Alright. Alright, so that one's, I guess that one's done. I don't know, is it? Yep, see, it won't let you do it. So there's no more gold in the moss. Alright, so we'll watch that one up. The actual cleaning up of these things is actually pretty easy. You don't really find as much in the miner's moss, which is kind of, Alright, always double check. So that was 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. 4 buckets. Alright, so I tell you what. Let's I'm gonna start carrying buckets. So go ahead in chat. Go ahead and tell me in ounces. Give me a decimal. So if you want to guess 6, then make sure it's 6.0. Guess in ounces how many you think's in here. And then we will stop the workers once again in here. So let's we'll put that there. And let's go ahead. I'm going to fire all the workers so that we know exactly what we're starting out with. Fire him, fire him. There we go. Pew. Shane, it was almost, well, one of the buckets in the jig was 50s. Everything else was 30s. Give or take a few. There may have been one that was, ventured on. There may have been one that was, kind of close to 40. How many buckets? Well, it's different than it used to be because now we've only got 4, but that's because the mats can only be cleaned once a bucket. They can't be cleaned multiple times. There used to be you could feed them, you could clean them up around, what was that, like 3 times? You could give them 3 dunks. Now you can give them 1 dunk per bucket. So you can put 3 mats in 1 bucket. So then these 2 right here are duplex jig buckets. Somebody's going to come in with like $1. Yeah, this is all together, Keith. So this will be the total ounce of our cleanup. So we got 4 ounces, 2 of extremely concentrated material. We're already at 13.678, so we'll do the math and we'll add those, we'll subtract this total, what we have now. We will subtract that from whatever we have, and that'll give us what our total cleanup is, which is what you guys are guessing on. And then our moderators will go through and they'll double check chat here and figure out who was closest without going over. You can't go over. Even if you're a 0.100th of an ounce away, it doesn't matter. So we got 1, 2, and then 3 there, and then 4 over there. So let's go ahead while I'm getting everything done to get the last ones in here. So even if you're new, you haven't said anything all day, doesn't matter. You still can win this. I will not be picking someone out just because I like them. So there's that. So the next thing is so here's our connector. We're going to go turn on the wavetable here inside. Whoop, let's pick us up. All right, so a wavetable's there. $1 million away, man. All right, so let's get our table going on here. All right, there's the shaky, and here comes the washy. All right, so as of now, Chris is the last one. 18.5, Chris. That's the last guess. More than Todd Hoffman. Oh, we love Todd. All right, so yes, closest without going over wins. Correct. Closest without going over. So we are at, and I'm going to write it down. Make sure I keep this because I can't throw this away. All right, so we're at 13.678. All right, so here we go. That's it. All right, so Razor, I'm going to give you that. Razor's 20, that's it. So everyone else, we're done. Okay? Oh, really? Oh. Okay, Jordan, that's it. 20, 5.6, 23. If you've guessed twice, they're not going to count it. The mods only give you that one guess. That's what we got. You can't get multiples in there so that, hey. All right, first bucket going to, actually, let's wash these because these are going to be less. We got to keep the suspense going. All right, here we go. Bucket 1. The ghost is like, oh man, he didn't get nothing in that bucket. The miner's smallest never gives you a lot. It's quite okay there. Oh boy, ain't gonna be nothing in this bucket either. Saints, we're on the gold. Yeah. All right, 15. 1. Now this is usually where the gold's at, is in the duplex jig. So we're about up to 2 something. Was that 3 hours worth of work? See, that's usually the duplex is where your gold's at. Oh man, there was not really a lot in that bucket. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a pretty terrible cleanup. People were like, oh my gosh. All right, so 20.847. So we'll do the math on that. It was like, man, what's the sucky cleanup, dude? So 20.847 minus 13.678, and that comes to a grand total of 7.169 ounces. So there you go. So once everybody's nervous. You did touche, Dwayne, touche. For those watching later on, he said it's still better than Todd's entire season in the jungle. He come out of that deal owing money. Yeah, no one got that. Yeah. All right, so Robert, wait, what that bucket? Oh yeah, or that nothing in that bucket, man. Oh, that little guy. Don't worry about that little guy. We only had 4. Yeah, because that was empty too. Yeah, we only had these 4 right here. So there you go. What he's. Oh, so Robert Dooley went over 7.2. Oh, so we did 7.16, 7.1. I did that same thing, Shane. Some were close, but oh my gosh, nobody did. Nobody won it. Because the fuck is you had me wasted. It's all your dadgum fault, Joe. Round up since it was 0.16. Oh, rip, cleaned up, not total. I was too, CJ. I was expecting good numbers on that cleanup. I was, man. I don't know. Mods, do we have? I'm just curious here if mods, if there was. Okay, Red Eye Thompson. Well, he guessed it after we cleaned up. He can't guess 5.6 after we've cleaned it up. uh, how big is your mine setup now? Well, it's pretty big. I mean, yeah, we're tier 3. You know, we're tier 3 on the other stuff. We actually did pretty good on the mobile cleanup yesterday. We did. We did. I thought it was on this piece of paper here. We did 12. And thank you there, Jacob Christensen, for your subscription. Hey, all back down, I guess, is right before you claimed. Oh, okay. Oh, so he guessed 5.6 before. Okay, well then, if he did before, where did I get my watch at? I ordered it from gshock.com. Whatever their Casio, I think is where it. You know, ironically, everyone loves a G-Shock, but it's still a Casio. Anyway. All right, so you just scrolled up. Yeah, you just got here before. All right, so Red Eye, he's got it, man, for Love and Phelan. Appreciate the subscription. All right, he's like, I did. All right, well, then Red Eye Guy, 98 Thompson, you are our winner. So just send me an email to this email address. I'll type it in. There you go, full tilt farming at Gmail. Sorry for the all caps. Someone ought to reprimand me for putting all caps in chat. I really don't care about that stuff. Doesn't matter. But yes, big double thumbs up there to you, bud. Yes, so all the sponsors go ahead and throw the we're on the gold there. He's on the gold, so he gets to pick out a nice, awesome background for his desktop. So yeah, shouting. All right, sounds good, man, CJ. Well, guys, that's going to be it for us. So congratulations there to Red Eye Guy 98 Thompson. So a few things here just in closing today. So guys that are joining us, don't go anywhere just yet. Just hang on for another 2 minutes. I'm not going to keep you any longer than 2. Let me just at least go shut off my let me go shut off the pumps here so we can I can think clearly. All right, I got one more. Do this before I forget about it. I swear, but 20 on a smell that if you sell it at the right time, you could still make some decent money off that. You'd be surprised what 20 ounces of gold could get you, especially if it's selling high. It might get you 40 or 50 grand right there. So anyway, all right. So big time. So Lewis, we are literally getting done here, man. We've been we're right at the 3-hour mark, which I don't really like going longer than 3. It just is too much. So I must have kicked that around. There we go. Not bad. All right, that's a little better. So anyway, what we're gonna look at is I want to continue to keep doing this. Maybe some more tier 2 stuff. Still keep working some Gold Rush. So I cannot say thank you enough there. Raptor came in and hung out with us for a good bit today. And also one of the developers from Gold Rush the game was in chat for a long time tonight. So CH, thank you. Big double salutes to you there, bud. I appreciate you are welcome to come in anytime and hang out. You're welcome to come, shoot it up with chat. Come and see how things are, especially after updates. We'll definitely be streaming all updates and pushing every bit of this out. So you're more than welcome to come anytime you want to. Please just stop on by. I am grateful that you did that. So that is awesome to see developers come in, especially and create some hopefully what could be relationships with YouTubers. I think that's great. I mean, that's why we do it. That's why I want to create content. I want to try to do something and make my gaming and take what is what is for the most part a an addiction, and be able to turn it into something really, really, really good. So I appreciate that opportunity for them to come in. I appreciate them coming in and just being a part of what's going on. I mean, this is just absolutely amazing. I had no idea Gold Rush was literally going to be FTG's Gold Rush. So wait till I tell my wife in the morning. She's probably not going to care, but I don't care because I'm going to, yeah, look at what Daddy had last night. Woot, love you, series. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that, Orbicron. It's a good name, too, by the way. I like that, man. Yes, it was. It was great. Yes, Gold Rush 2. That's possible, man. We've got a lot of stuff coming out, too. He alluded to some things here that is just awesome. So if you're just now seeing it, maybe by tomorrow when everything finishes processing, it's going to go to an immediate upload, but you're not going to be able to see about the first 2 hours of live stream, something like that. Well, thank you there, Def. Special shout out to you, man. Special shout out to all of the sponsors tonight as well. Thanks to all the new subscribers, the super chatters. Just absolutely an insane amount of support thrown my way. I'm still, like I said, guys, I still am a little bit humbled by it all. It's just something. So Joe, man, with your what, $2, $6, $12, and then Def with another 10 British pounds. I'm going to start getting all your donations in as well as latest donators. For whatever reason, super chats don't access through there. So anyway, and JP as well gave us a couple of Canadian dollars as well. Lord Elwolf is Brendan Banks. So yeah, so that was all today. So man, I'm beside myself. So it's going to take me a little while to calm down from tonight. Tonight was just one of those big old streams that you wish at some point you have sooner than later. But if it took me to the point of getting to 4,350 subs, absolutely insane considering our first goal was 4,300, and we surpassed that like a dadgum lightning bolt through a block of water. So that's amazing, man. Yes, subscribers, big thumbs up, guys. It's absolutely amazing. I just don't want to say, I hate to keep saying that, but it really is. And that is all because you guys continue to show up. And that's what makes these streams fun and what makes them interesting. A lot of guys plugging in the chat here. Absolutely just breathtaking, humbling, all the adjectives that I used to describe it before. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me tonight. So awesome there. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that, man. 5K by next weekend, dude, Brian. That would be absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So anyway, I'm had to be out. I'm gonna have to go and just sit down and drink a cold glass of water, spiked with something else in it, and I'm just gonna have to sit here and just take in the night. So yes. So thanks, guys. We'll just roll just a little bit of music here on the way out. I'll roll some of these screen grabs and some of the backgrounds and stuff. I'll roll some of those away so you guys can see what we're going to have here for other little giveaways and whatnot. So let me do that right quick. So anyway, guys, that's it. I will see you all in the next live stream, which more than likely is going to be tomorrow night, because I don't see any reason why I need to just take a night off. We'll just keep on rolling and keep while we're on the gold rich pay dirt. Here at what are we at? Rivertown. We'll just keep on it, man. We'll keep on it. So, all right, guys, it's been awesome. You're awesome. I will see you all tomorrow night for something else. I don't know what we're going to do in Gold Rush. If you've got ideas, go ahead and leave me a little bit of a comment or something in here at the bottom. Say, hey, man, what'd be cool if you went back and did this? I still could go back and do some original Tier 1 stuff at a special little claim that's up in Pine Valley. We released that up yesterday where that was. We can definitely go do that. Anything, just let me know if you got any good ideas. Go ahead and pop that in there. Yes, same time. It'll definitely be around 10:30. I'd like to go a little bit earlier tomorrow, so if you haven't seen, definitely check out, maybe around 10:30, but I'm going to try to upload it and have it in by 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's where I'm at, Eastern Standard Time. So It's 10 o'clock for me, so 9 o'clock Central, and then Mountain, and then West Coast 3 hours behind. So cool deal, guys. Awesome as always. We'll see you on the next one. All right, we'll see you. Peace out.